I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Breakfast Club of Boxing as GTO, Instagram, we just started the passion, man. And we're here to talk about the big fight. Super duper, duper duper, big fight. We are live and taking phone calls.
Boxing Voice. Hey yo, Ness, roll up the Hardin. I just landed at Reed, I'm trying party. Roll up. Shout out to I mean. We rollin' permanent marker. Be careful, this jabber stain you like a permanent marker. Size them up, then back them down. Vander Holyfield posture. All these other shows frauds. We the real, they imposters. We got like 2 phones lit. I'm on my 2-tone ish. Ness drop the line up. We got Bill Haney on the list. Whether it's X or Discord, hit the line. The floor is yours. You ain't feeling my opinion? We can meet at Border Wars. Throw you straight and I'ma slip. Throw my straight, you know it's lit. I take this rollie off my wrist and throw some gloves on this. I throw some gloves on this and turn the money made. Hit the subscribe button, it's free and you can join the day. And hit that champ level. Appreciate it. We live every day, twice a day. We stay dedicated. This the Boxing Voice. No better way to start your day. If it's hot, we got the drop, and that's each and every day. Whether you on the West Coast or the East, press play. 6 a.m. or 9 a.m., we'll get you through your day. This the Boxing Voice. No better way to start your day. If it's hot, we got the drop, and that's each and every day. Whether you on the West Coast or the East, press play. They tuning in from New York all the way to the UK.
This is just too easy. It's like taking candy from a baby. Good morning. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, Solo Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. We here rocking out. We're here to talk about Bouts Ennis and the fact that he is already in negotiations with Sebastian Fundora. So outside of reporting that he's in talks with Sebastian, we're also going to be playing some audio on Robert Garcia, who's already trying to sabotage the potential unification fight between Jaron Bouts Ennis and Sebastian Fundora, warning Ennis to take heed and maybe not go towards Fundora as A, it's a dangerous fight, and B, he's insinuating, but I'll let you make that distinction for yourself. But to me, it feels like he's insinuating that if Bouts fights Fundora, he's essentially letting the world know that he doesn't want to fight Vergil Ortiz. Whatever that means, I don't know. But Bouts, after this weekend, is clear front runner for the number 1 position in the Fundora, who he is in talks with, may have some claim to that actual title of the number 1 in the division. But according to Ring Magazine, Bouts Ennis is now on the pound-for-pound list. And I don't think they have any other fighters in the junior middleweight division on the pound-for-pound list. Hence, making Bouts potentially the number 1 junior middleweight in the division. Granted, that position is open because the lineal title is still available. But on the pound-for-pound rankings, again, Jaron Boots Ennis cracks the top 10 on the Ring magazine, coming in at number 9 underneath 3-division champion Devin Haney. Junto Nakatani still number 7 even after losing to Inoue. Dimitri Bivol still number 6 even after being extremely inactive. David Benavidez at number 5. Bam Rodriguez at number 4. Shakur Stevenson at number 3. Alexander Usyk, who vacated his titles and is talking about fighting Deontay Wilder or John Jones, is at number 2, soon to be removed, hence opening it up for others to take that position. So, is Boots the number 1 in the division because he's the only junior welterweight, or excuse me, junior middleweight on the rankings in general? Or is he number 1 clearly because of the eye test, which we seem to use here a lot? Now, the 154-pound division may have found its newest talking point. Yesterday's show went about 8 hours. Boots Ennis might have arrived, and we talked about this before the fight. We mentioned the possibility of a star-making performance catapulting him to the next level. Either man really could have put themselves in this position, but the performance, that's what mattered. Boots getting 3 knockdowns and a stoppage over a man that was perceived to be bigger than him probably was the icing on the cake. Now, I know that Boots was an overwhelming favorite, but to the casual eye watching the fight, Xander was an extremely big man with a pretty big fan base that keeps getting mentioned in the build-up to this fight, or rather, in the arena. People mention when they call in how it could have been 60-40 in terms of attendance, 60% Puerto Rican, 40% for Boots, or it could have been 80-20 Puerto Rican, specifically when the cheers began. So again, both men had the opportunity, and Xander might get an Edgar Berlanga moment. He is getting a lot of credit for his performance, and he does deserve it, because much like Danny Garcia, a Philly Rican, he was able to expose Lucas Matias and show that he was not a machine, and he was a man. And while Xander took a beating in proving that Ennis is a mere mortal, I guess the caveat is he is getting some credit. That round will go down as 2026 round of the year unless something can top it, which I find that to be difficult because this was a high-level fight. So it would have to be another round to produce action like that on the level of a Shakur Teo. a Devin Keyshawn, a Benavidez Jayopatai. Those are the types of guys that would have to put on that level of round in order to take that round of the year award from these two men. But again, that is my opinion, and it is also my vote thus far. As I said, something could come along and potentially be better or more exciting. But during that interview that I mentioned, the veteran Hall of Fame trainer, Robert Garcia, who has become much more than a former world champion, much more than a retired fighter, much more than a trainer. He's a damn good manager. And he's been guiding careers and cultivating champions. I don't know that there is another trainer with more actual champions created from scratch than Robert Garcia. But during an interview, he discussed the reports of the potential Jaron Ennis and Sebastian Fundora fight, and Garcia admitted that while the matchup was intriguing, it would not be the fight he would recommend Ennis to take. Now, I'm going to just play the audio because, I don't know, I feel like he's just trying to save the fight for Vergil before it slips away. But I could be wrong. What say you? Here is the audio. If you want to watch the video, you must come to X live video or YouTube. If you are on either, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, retweet, and all that good stuff.
An hour ago, they reported that Boots and Sebastian Fundora are in talks to fight in the fall time for a unification. What are your thoughts on that fight?
I read that too, and it's a very risky fight for Boots. I honestly, I wouldn't recommend, but that's probably just a sign and showing the world that he might not want to fight Vergil. You know what? Yes, he wants to unify. Yes, Fundora is a world champion, but Boots versus Vergil, I think it's a bigger fight.
Yes, sir.
It's a bigger fight. So if he decides to fight Fundora or somebody else, that means it was his decision not to fight Vergil.
An hour ago, they reported that Boots.
So you heard that? Let's play that last part back.
Somebody else, that means it was his decision not to fight Vergil. Fundora or Fundora to fight. It's a bigger fight. So if he decides to fight Fundora or somebody else, that means it was his decision not to fight Vergil.
An hour ago, they reported
One
that
last
Boots.
time.
It's a bigger fight. So if he decides to fight,
Maybe I need to back it up a little bit because he feels that the Vergil fight is a bigger fight. And that's why he said it's a bigger fight.
Versus Vergil, I think it's a bigger fight.
See?
It's a bigger fight. So, but Boots versus Vergil, I think it's a bigger fight.
Yes, sir.
It's a bigger fight. So if he decides to fight Fundora or somebody else, that means it was his decision not to fight Vergil.
An hour ago, they reported.
So is this Robert Garcia trying to save the fight for his fighter Vergil? And is Vergil even available to fight, guys? Should we even be considering Vergil Ortiz as an opponent for Jaron Ennis, knowing that he's in litigations? He's in some weird space where he needs to talk with his promoter and fix things before we can consider him and a Ennis fight. Now, I have to say, according to Lance Pugmire, formerly of LA Times, currently with Boxing Scene, he dropped an article on Boxing Scene that says Sebastian Fundora's promoter says the Towering Inferno will face Emerald Hararibijibijibis in the fall. But don't fret. That's just negotiation tactics. Dudes with last name like Habaribijibi, they get paid step-aside money. That's not a big deal. You know, if Turkey can make Canelo get off of his Mexican Independence Day date, listen to me. Anything is possible. Anything is truly possible. And let's not forget, we've been in this sport for some time now. We know how this works. There is always step-aside money. Remember, Danny Garcia gave Victor Postol step-aside money about 3 times. And Victor never fought Danny. He eventually fought for a vacant title because he wanted to. He never really wanted to fight Danny, or he would have said no to the step-aside and been a thorn in the side of Danny Garcia and his plans back then. But he was comfortable, and a lot of these fighters are comfortable receiving the step-aside check. Plus, in some cases, especially when Al was on top, you would get a step-aside check and a fight on that undercard. So if you go back, you'll see Victor Postol on many of those Danny Garcia undercards. So he's double dipping. He's allowing Danny to do what he wants, receiving a check to allow, and receiving a check to fight on the undercard. So, you know, a lot of these guys pull that. They act like they want their opportunity, but if they can get a check that they don't have to put in a training camp for, they will do so. And there's nothing wrong with that. If I could get paid not to work, well, guess what, damn it, I want to get paid not to work. So the methods to call in are now in the description here on YouTube. What you must do in order to see it is refresh. Maybe you want to close out your YouTube app if you're using the mobile. Close it out, swipe up all the way, send it out, and then reopen that, and you should see it. And if you're on a desktop, just hit the refresh button. We do have the Zoom rocking and rolling. Zoom link rocking and rolling, excuse me. We also have the landline available for those that want to call in. Discord is available, and X Spaces are also available. All those links can be found in the description below here on YouTube. And, yeah, man. Let's talk some boxing because, obviously, Robert Garcia, for the most part, in my opinion, is just being a manager for Vergil. And I don't know if Vergil is with Rick Merigian or Robert advises, you know, and still is the trainer. Does he have an official role as an advisor? But he's been guiding that career. And there's a reason that Vergil hasn't become a world champion yet. Whether that be the illnesses that he was suffering early in his career, or that is something that is yet to be revealed. I'm not going to put too much stock into it because when I believed that it meant something for Ryan Garcia, it clearly didn't. When the time came, he won his title. He looked good doing it. He battered Barrios. And the 28-year-old finally became a champion, and all was forgotten and forgiven. So, you know, beating the dead horse that Vergil is a late bloomer doesn't matter because we did see what we saw. So he still can go in there and knock out Boots Ennis. Because that's what people believe. They believe if Xander can hurt Ennis in the fashion in which he did, well, then it shouldn't be an issue for a guy like Vergil. And Vergil himself seems to believe that based upon his tweet. He said, and I quote, "I'm sleeping, Boots." And I love that he used sleeping versus knocking out and all that regular mumbo jumbo. But I think I prefer the Fundora fight, but then it makes the Vergil fight bigger because he makes him last. But it also makes it better for Boots to fight Vergil last because he doesn't have a belt, so you force him into a position where he's a super B-side, and you do it purposely because he fucked you over and drug his feet and ruined the fight, and you had to pivot. So now if you get all 3 belts, you're in control, and you offer him what you want. Granted, they already said they wouldn't do that. Eddie already said we could treat him like the B-side, but we won't. We're going to give him a fair offer. But again, this is business, and 25% is fair of 3 belts. And guess what? More than likely, Vergil Boots would be for the Ring magazine as well. I need a new chapstick. There's nothing left. And, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what direction he should go. I don't know if he should just fight Vergil first, because then you leave PBC in the position again where they have the last piece of the puzzle and they're fucking playing hardball like they did with Plant. You got to be strategic. Just like Eddie is not giving Boots Josh Kelly. Why? Because that in-house fight would make more sense. And for Kelly, he's going to lose, so you make him last so that he could get a little bit more. And maybe, just maybe, you can convince Boots to go to Kelly's hometown and take that belt to, grow his fan base. Not that he needs to, but again, he can. And that way you're sweetening the deal for Kelly, who's already not really wanting to take that fight. For Boots, you go to Kelly's hometown, you grow your UK fan base, you get a bunch of money, you get another belt, you become undisputed. No harm, no foul, everyone's happy, I don't know how realistic it is for Boots to go over there because he could probably make more money bringing Kelly to Philly for undisputed, something that's probably historically never, ever been done. But again, he might have to cater to Kelly, who I don't think is going to be as willing to get in there. Hence why he's going to be last. It's obviously to sweeten that pot. Make him last, there's more in the pot for him. He goes first, Fundora ends up getting more in the pot. The people of Fundora play hardball like Plant did. And guess what? Same manager, Louis DeCubas. Same manager, so, Eddie's been down that road before. As you heard them say on the telecast, Eddie has a good relationship with with PBC. So go ahead and go that route first. Save the in-house route for the last fight. This way no one can block Undisputed. The issue is Samson. Samson's been a thorn in boxing for a long time. He and I's relationship was severed when I started to realize that he is a protector. And that's okay. I expect you to guide your fighters in the proper direction and to try to maximize economics for you and him. But for a fight fan, that doesn't work for us. And as you can see, he's already said now that Fundora has to fight is mandatory. But let me remind you that he didn't make Fundora fight his other mandatory that was a lot more popular, would have been a bigger fight by the name of Xander Zayas. They could have easily forgotten that Sebastian is half Cuban and just made that a Mexico-Puerto Rico fight. But they didn't. And instead, they asked for a catch weight with Xander Zayas. So if you want to catch weight with Xander Zayas, what are you going to ask Boots Ennis to give you just to say yes to fight him? Meanwhile, Boots has proven himself. He's shown that he's versatile. He's shown he's pound for pound by becoming unified in 2 divisions. And from the audio we played yesterday, and we can play today, he's the one that tried to make this fight. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the phone lines. But for my casuals who don't know Boots and just learned about Boots because Tank Davis is shitting on him on social media, this is why your favorite fighter is upset. Because, as Brandon in Cincinnati says, he's pretty tender. For a guy that hits so hard, he's very sensitive and emotional. And being as though that I am in the biohacking industry now, I think he needs to check his estrogen. And I know he's going to take that personally and as a form of disrespect. But when you react with so much emotion, you may have high estrogen. And, which causes you to be emotional. Because you can't get upset at someone if they pick against you or they think that someone could possibly beat you. You can get upset to the point where you're like, all right, I'm going to prove it to you, Boots. You watch. But the name calling, the discrediting, fucking child. You're a child. Not that it matters, bro. You're a fucking millionaire. What I say means diddly squat. But Jesus Christ. When are these guys going to grow up? Let's play the audio so you can see why he got so upset at Boots for yourself.
Or Tank?
I don't know. That's a 50-50 fight for me. I can't really answer that. I don't know. I don't know.
You gotta pick one.
I gotta pick one.
Mind you, for those casuals, it's the boxing voice, voice of the people, They sparred. Hence why Boots probably leaned towards Shakur. Shakur being a featherweight, probably when they sparred. And probably did well defensively, of course. And, Boots knows that. He knows how hard he hits, and he knows probably how hard it was to hit Shakur back then, and then factors in Shakur's only gotten better. Nothing wrong. But Tender Tank got so upset and is on a tirade on Twitter like always. He is the pound-for-pound king of Twitter. Phone lines are open. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Discord available. X Spaces available. We're talking Robert Garcia wanting Jaron Boots Ennis to pivot and not take the Fundora fight, which is allegedly in talks. But according to Samson Lewickovic, Fundora will be fighting his mandatory, which I believe is just hardball negotiation tactics, wanting to get some step-aside money or more money to make the fight. I just wish the rumor that I had been told that PBC was going to DAZN was true, because then we wouldn't have to worry. There wouldn't be a Samson to move and pick. as you can see, Top Rank and Matchroom are forced. Warren and Matchroom are forced to mix and interact and make good fights. If PBC brings their ass on over, they will be on the chopping block too. The same way Xander's first DAZN fight was versus one of the toughest fighters in boxing, in Boots. And that's how you become the home of boxing. You know, because let's not forget that Zuffa, they ain't playing. They might not have those big names yet, but they got that guaranteed matchmaking. They got the type of matchmaking you can call up your friend and say, yo, Zuffa's putting on a fight. It's going to be some squabbles. But who's fighting? You ain't got to worry about that. Somebody going to knock their head off. Somebody's head getting knocked off. And that's the type of reputation you want to build. That's the type of reputation that a brand definitely can grow on. And that's the type of reputation that we're going to be backing around here for sure. You know, they're making exciting fights. And this last Zuffa 8 was a lot of talk of bigger names on Zuffa. So I'm hoping that they do everything they say they can do, because we need that pressure on DAZN as a network who we know has a seat at the table matchmaking. Seems they're taking a page out of the old brass of HBO who stopped aligning with promoters and started to buy good fights. And if DAZN follows that, we can put ourselves we can find ourselves in a good place. But phone lines are open if you want to call in. Discord available. X Spaces available. I need you to go ahead and hit that retweet, quote retweet, thumbs up. We're going to have to do something, man. There's only 100 thumbs up. At least get me to 150 before we crack these phone lines. 150 ain't shit. So if you on the line, come on over to YouTube and hit that thumbs up. If you got a phone, you can multitask. Just swipe up, go to the YouTube app, bless a brother, come on back. You feel me? Brandon, Cincinnati, what's going on?
Yo, what's up? Next question, brother. First of all,
Yes,
good
sir.
morning to you.
Morning.
Is that Got Peptide shirt available for sale?
You know, I am going to say yes because, you know, I'm using FTWR to make these, so they could just put it on my Boxing Voice page. But I only made them for me. So I only have XLs for me. So, but yeah, I think I could text them and see if can he put them on my store, and you can buy them directly from them, like all my other stuff.
Yeah, if you ever do that, let me know, man. That's a pretty dope shirt.
I got
need
it in
that.
black and red. I
I don't wear.
bought like 2 dozen. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't wearing no red though, but I'll get it in black.
Damn, the fucking buys is crazy. Yeah, get them peptides, man. Get right, y'all.
Yeah, all peptide sharks need a TBV Got Peptide shirt. If you're a pair, don't purchase one. False promotion. But to get to boots, man.
We should probably. I'm gonna do that. The next one is gonna be your phrase, not the one you just said, but the one you've been saying. I just forgot. Peps versus Pears. That's gonna be the next shirt.
Yeah, man. They losing badly. They're losing badly. I seen a couple guys swimming with wife beaters and t-shirts on the other day, and I just laughed. Like, look at these fat, pathetic fucks.
Not in the pool with a wife beater. Lord.
In the pool with a wife beater, man. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Oh, man. Let's get to Boots, though. I knew this was gonna happen, man. I knew once Boots put belt to ass and got these belts, I knew Fundora was gonna stay on PBC Island. Now all of a sudden, unifications don't trump mandatories. And even after this mandatory defense, he's gonna go on that PBC old head tour. You might see him fight the winner of Zoo versus Earl. You might see him drag Jermell Charlo out of the grave. I just don't see them fighting Boots in no time soon. So I wasn't shocked when I seen Samson say what he said. I wasn't expecting Fundora to play ball. PBC don't want to lose that belt. You know they don't go across the street to lose belts, man. That's the PBC way. Same with Josh Kelly. Eddie Hearn is gonna protect Josh Kelly until he can't anymore. He's gonna keep that belt on the UK because he knows as long as Josh Kelly has a belt in that market, he could get guys to come out in Josh Kelly's hometown to watch him defend that belt, and they'll sell some tickets and pack a house and have a bunch of UK niggas drinking and singing Sweet Caroline and shit. He ain't trying to feed him the boots just yet, just like he didn't want to feed Conor Ben the boots when Conor Ben was at 147. So and then with Virgil, I think Virgil might take the fight, but does Virgil want to go in there off by the time he gets in the ring with Boots, it'll be probably a year layoff. Does he want to go in there with Boots with about a year of inactivity? Or will he want to tune up fight sometime in the fall? Because it sounds like him and Oscar have worked out their issues, but does he go straight away into a Boots fight? I don't doubt it. I doubt it. I can see Virgil fighting Coriel as a comeback fight, or what's the other guy they got, the other Mexican they got, Rocha or something, as a comeback fight, and then going to Boots sometime next year.
Bro, you
I've been
mentioned two
saying,
welterweights. You did that on purpose?
now Coriel just fought at 154 his last fight.
For real? The dude that
Fought at-
got a draw with Rocha?
Yeah, yeah, he
Oh,
fought
he
at
moved
54
up.
his last fight.
Oh, I didn't know he
Yeah,
moved up.
yeah. Yeah, so yeah, Virgil probably wants a comeback, stay busy type of fight. So I don't see that. I've been saying that, man, this kid's gonna get ducked. Everybody's gonna play the mandatory game. Let's wait to 2027 type shit. He's probably gonna fight Madrimov in Philly, bro. In-house fight. The pressure to make a big fight is a little bit off of Eddie Hearn because he just delivered a big fight for Boots. So the pressure to make another big one ain't as bad as it was going into this fight. Don't be surprised if Boots bring those two titles back to Philly and Eddie Hearn say we tried to make the fight with this guy, and this guy,
I
but
mean,
everybody
I,
bet.
I don't mind that, but let's put in the universe a better name. I mean, Brandon Adams is a better name. Earl Spence
Mm,
Zoo is a better name. Madrimov, we don't want that, bro. We don't want
Well,
that.
we don't want it, but
We don't even
he's
want
a
that
match
shit
point.
repeated, bro. Like, we don't want that. There's
But
no
but
reason for him to get a unification title shot just because Boots needs a hometown fight. That shit, nah,
but
bro.
yeah, I'm just keeping it in house. He's a matchroom
No, I
fighter.
get it. I get it for sure. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying let's not put it in the universe to make it come true because that's an ass fight. Like Madrimov doesn't deserve it. He's got to start from the bottom. It's not fair that only like top guys get a title shot, lose, and they got to start from the bottom. But Madrimovs of the world and the Bookers of the world get 20 title shots. That's not cool, bro. That shit is weird.
That's a fact, but I'm telling you, don't be shocked that that's what you get. And Eddie Hearn will be justified in saying we tried to make the Virgil fight, we tried to make the Fundora fight. Oh, he knows Kelly ain't ready. Niggas is gonna duck Boots, man, and he'll be like, hey, we tried it. Madrimov accepted the fight, and we going back to Philly. 15,000 in Philly.
Lord.
Bunch of a bunch of a
He
bunch
should
of
do
freeway
more.
looking
He should
niggas.
do more bringing two belts back after that performance. He should do more because, come on, wasn't it 14,100 with Avanesian? I mean, I know the number's correct. I just don't remember the opponent.
Well, whatever it is, 20,000 shit. That'll be the sale. Like, hey, we bringing a unified champion back to Philly. 20,000 in the arena is gonna be a showcase, or possibly like a farewell fight, because it's getting to the point now. Boots is about to be so big and such a face in boxing. It's gonna be all Vegas fights here soon. So it might be his last time fighting in Philly. Maybe that's how they sell it. Like, hey, this is gonna be his last hometown fight. The kid's a star now. Everything's gonna be T-Mobile and shit in Vegas. So that might be the play, man. And it ain't his fault. It ain't his fault that all of a sudden unifications don't trump
I hate when they
mandatories.
do that. You know, you support a dude, you doing bus ride tickets, and then when he make it, that's it. You not allowed to be part of it. You got to spend $1,500 now to go to Vegas. That's crazy. He should still do hometown fights. All fighters. That's why I loved Ward, man. Ward always brought fights to his house.
Yeah, but Ward was never a Vegas level fighter though, man. He ain't had the star potential of a Boots. That's a blessing in disguise that Boots is about to become such a big star in the face of hood nigga barbershop boxing that he's gonna be a strictly Vegas fighter on the caliber of like a Floyd type of dude where everything has to be Vegas because of the site fees and the money it can generate. So if Philly really fucking with him, they shouldn't have a problem with that. So but that's just what I'm thinking, man. Worst case scenario, in this worst case scenario, it's probably gonna be Madrimov in Philly because these other niggas don't want the smoke. All of a sudden, unifications don't trump mandatories. Everybody's got a man. Everybody's got to shake off the ring rust, and that's just what it's gonna be, man. Nobody wants to get destroyed, and it's looking like Boots is is the creme de la creme at this division. So uh, yeah, yeah, man. I hate to say it, but Boots Madrimov is probably what's next. But I'm gonna let you get to some other callers, Nuss. I got the baby shark with me, man, and we headed to the gym. I ain't raising no pears.
That's
That's my
dope. I
call, man.
seen I
Protect
seen
your
your
hook. That's what
post
I was
with you and
talking
him.
about.
That's dope. I seen your post with you and him in the gym before. I didn't know y'all do that on the reg. That's what's up, man.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. We ain't raising no pears around here, brother. But I'll let you get to some more callers, man.
All right. That's what up. That's what up. Brandon, stop ducking me. Brandon ducked me ever since I came into this fitness space, man. He used to be the only big dude in the community. Trying to hide now. Pretty fat too, man. Might need to lose some weight, man. Listen, we're not gonna do the bell, right? And we know it's a boot show, so there's a lot of y'all on both X and Discord. But we don't need to do the bell. Y'all need to just be mindful. Those that obviously go extended, send a little love. You feel me? Because this is my job. And our first and only super chat is Ali and Dago. Ali, you've been around for a minute, man. Salute to you. And you stay commenting, not just on a live, but like on all the videos, y'all. Appreciate you. You used to call in, though. That's how I know it's Ali and Dago. Pound for pound number one in the chat. Drop a bomb for that status. We appreciate you. Samson said Fundora is fighting his mandatory. Yeah, man. We talked about it. We know. I don't believe it. I think they just, hardball. Hardball. Cliff, Connecticut. What is up?
You.
We hear you.
Yo.
Yo. You there, champ? All right, we lost him. Brambo, stepping up.
Yo.
What up?
Yeah, man. First, before I even get into this, man, listen. Man, I watched the fight again this morning for like the 10th time after my 1,000 push-ups. And let me shout out to you, Ness. You looking good, brother. You looking good,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Hey, I'm on. You looking good, man. I've been on it, man. I be working out 3 times a day with a
I just
job,
heard you
3
say
kids.
1,000 push-ups, bro. You're a beast.
Every Tuesday, 1,000
What you
push-ups.
do, like sets of 50 or 250s? What the hell?
Sets of 50, but I do like 450 diamonds, 450 with like the little
God
push up.
damn, but sets of 50, that's 10 you gotta do. 20 you gotta do. Holy shit, 20
Yeah,
sets. How long you do it throughout
yeah.
the
And
day
then
or you do it like an hour straight?
I did it in an hour this morning.
Nice.
Off rip. Every
Nice.
Tuesday, that's the chest
That's that
workout, 1,000
jailhouse
push-ups.
shit.
Yeah, I'm getting away from the weights, man. I turned 40 in March, so I ain't really messing with the weights too much more. Like, I do a lot. I'm picking up the calisthenics. I just want to be more mobile. You feel me? And I just want to be just dumb shredded. You know, I want my joints to be good. So, honestly, I be training. I be trying to train to try to look like these fighters. So I'll be doing the 3 in a day. I'll do my strength in the morning. I'll do a run on my lunch break. And then in the evening, I'll go to the gym. Right now, the gym closed, so I just work with the stuff I have at home. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I get like 3 of them in. And it's hot down here in Alabama, so it's beautiful.
Mm.
But yeah, man, I watched the fight again this morning, man. And man, listen, when Boots in the 4th round, this was my favorite combination. He threw 2 uppercuts. He threw the uppercut to the body, the uppercut to his head, and it came back with the straight left. Like the straight left. He'll throw that left out and he'll punch down with it. He'll twist and punch down with it. And he be clipping chins with that. Listen, man, that boy Boots dangerous. He dangerous. Man, listen, I don't care what nobody say about him getting hit in round 3. Yeah, okay, Xander won a round. He got destroyed the rest of the fight. And even at the end of round 3, he suicided to the body. Then hit him with that hard left hook and stunned Xander. It sent Xander rocking backwards. Like, that man, Boost, is an entertainer. He fighting like he hungry, like he want to be the top guy. And he wants to entertain. I like what you said on Sunday about the showboating. In the 5th round, when he threw that right and then he bought it up like he was an action figure or
Yeah, but
something. In the crowd,
he getting that from Kodo. Don't get carried away. That's a Kodo thing. When Kodo threw the right and he'll leave it up there so you can see it. Like, that's a Kodo thing.
Okay, my bad. I like how he copied Kodo. I like it. I like the crowd was erupting. You could hear the crowd. It sounded like they was booing, but I feel like his fans were saying boo.
Yo,
You
you're
know
the
what I'm
second
saying?
person said that. I didn't hear boos, and I watched this fight with with audio. But you're the second caller that said that. Not today. Today you the first. Yesterday somebody else said it. It's just like I didn't hear boos. Were they really booing that much?
I don't think they was booing. I think it was his fans saying boots. Like when he did that. Yeah, but it just sound like boos. Like in the 6th round and in the 5th round.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
that makes
that's why I
sense.
said. Yeah, that's why I said the Atlas. This was my favorite
Boots. I
fight of the
guess that could
year.
make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, this was my favorite fight of the year. You gotta watch it on loud volume because the atmosphere is electric. The atmosphere is electric in there, man. Like, yo, and Boots put on a show. If he keep attacking guys, I feel like if he fight Fundora, he gonna press Fundora. I don't think Fundora has fought anybody.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious he's a pressure fighter. He's stepping to you. He's stepping to you. He bringing the fight to you. It's obvious he's not no boxer from the outside. That's for sure.
Right. Because he could have fought Xander the rest of the fight like he fought round 6, the rest of the fight after round 1 and won with ease. But that ain't what he trying to do. He trying to get paid. So he trying to give people what they want, and that's knockouts. And he gonna go for them. And he willing to get hit to get him some. He was looking like a mix of Marvin Hagler when he was southpaw combined with a little bit of Hearns when he was orthodox. Like, and that's how he was fighting. He was fighting like he was trying to get you out, like them boys back then that was trying to get him out of there. And he got him out of there. And he keep doing this, he gonna be the fan favorite. He gonna be the fan favorite. He has definitely stepped up as one of my favorites because he's fun to watch. And I just don't think Fundora is gonna be able to deal with that. I don't think he did. At first, when I saw him getting hit in that third, it was like I was just, because he he got a little wobbly. I was like, dang. And so I was thinking, man, Fundora fight could be dangerous. But after going back and watching it so many times, I don't feel like Fundora will be able to deal with somebody coming at him like that. Because the last couple of guys Fundora fought, they weren't coming at him like that. They was acting like they was scared. And Boots ain't gonna be scared. And we've seen Fundora get that chin check. I think Boots gonna knock his ass out. And so I agree with the last caller. I feel like they probably gonna try
Hey
to
man,
avoid him.
Fundora cracking too, and if he catch you at the end of them shots, and that's why I love what Xander did. It ain't about Xander either, but the fact that we know he could be hurt now, it makes all these fights better because Fundora, yeah, I'm picking Boots, but Fundora does have decent power, especially if he gets you at the end of that shot with that length. You gonna feel it.
Right.
Don't let him come back with that hook the way he like to. You gonna feel that shit. You gonna feel that shit.
But I think Boots
And he's
gonna put his
southpaw.
head.
Ain't he southpaw?
He is.
I mean, it's southpaw
he
versus
is.
southpaw though, because Boots is like Crawford. They more aggressive at southpaw.
Right. But I feel like Boots gonna put his head on his chest and try to make Fundora smother his punches and fight him inside, and he gonna break his body down, and then he gonna start clipping him all from the inside, like off the rip. He gonna bring it to him inside and make Fundora fight inside and push Fundora backwards, and then I think he gonna try to like move a little bit, like sidestep, and try to get Fundora twisted up because he's so tall, and it's gonna look like chopping the tree down. Like he been chopping that wood in his, when you seen it in his prep, he gonna chop Fundora down, and it might look worse than what he did to Xander.
Let me get to these callers, or you blessing the show.
All right. Yeah, you can go ahead and get the call. I'm at work. All right.
Yeah, again, I don't want to put the bell, but be mindful that there are more than a dozen, definitely, in queue. And you can do what you do. Just bless the show. That was X. We flipping back and forth. Punch, talk, boxing. What up?
What's up with it?
What it do?
Good morning, TBV.
Good morning. Thank you for rocking out with us.
For sure. I want to see Vergil with Boots, bro, only because he's a hitter, and some people think that he possibly could even stop Boots because of what Xander did, supposedly hurt him. But I doubt that, bro. I just know that fight would be war. He got more fans than Fundora, bro. Two-Tone was knocking Sebastian yesterday, saying he was goofy and some shit like that, nerdy, and he don't really have too many fans. So I know a lot of people think like that too. So Vergil got more fans. It'll be a bigger fight. Yeah, Fundora fights Boots. It'll still be big. I would like to see my boy Boots take that beautiful WBC belt. So regardless if he fights him, it's still going to be a good fight. I feel like Boots could knock him out. Yeah, maybe those arms could give him a challenge and shit. But like I said, Boots and Vergil, bro, it's the fight. They were supposed to make it happen. It didn't happen. Virgil's a hard hitter. And I ain't no round one, bro. I ain't biased. I'm Mexican-American myself, but I'm rocking with my boy Boots. So I want to see that fight, bro, because I know it's going to be a good-ass fight. So, and who honestly, who has Fundora fought, bro? He fought a weak-ass Tim Tszyu, a washed-up Thurman. I mean, shit. Boots is going to lay his ass out, bro. He could get by, counter the shit out of his tall ass, and knock him down. So we'll see what he's going to do next. But like I said, to me personally, bro, Vergil and Boots is the one to make it happen, bro. So let's run that. Let's do it for the fans. And that's it, bro. You guys have a good one.
All right. Appreciate you. Cliff, Connecticut.
Yo, how the audio? We working today?
Yep.
Yo, we got to take the power back. I think like we just if PBC holds Fundora back, let's just not watch Fundora. Let's not do shows on him. Media just don't fuck with him. It's and that's it. Like ignore him. We don't need. We would like to see the fight, but we can't be putting out this energy like we are left without if we don't get the fight. Fuck him. Like we can't be making. And he's not even like that big of a name or a person for us to really, give him like we're empowering him if we act like we need him. So I feel like just move on without him. Act like he don't exist. He might end up losing over there on that PBC side. Who knows? But I think we got to take the power back because our money and our attention is what they count on, right? So he probably got his supporters and people when he uh, hosts a fight in the venue how it does. But if we don't cover it, help advertise him and stuff like that, it'll be less and less. So we got to take some of the power back from these mediocre fighters. Unless you're like bigger than the sport, like Spence and Bud Crawford, we needed that. We don't necessarily need this. We want it for Boots' sake, but we don't. I don't say we don't really need it yet. But I mean, it'll be nice, but we don't. We can live without it. I feel like fuck them. And then when you said like my dream off, you don't want to see it. He already had a fight since he lost, but the thing is, I love the Madrimov fight because Madrimov did good against Crawford. He did really good against Ortiz, and he was supposedly sick, right? So, and he was up on the scorecards because I won money. I live bet Vergil on that fight, like around round 6 or so, and Vergil was an underdog when I live bet him. He was like a plus 100, and so everyone had Madrimov winning at that point. He said he was tired, whatever. But I think styles make fights, and I think Madrimov is actually a really good boxer. Let him get a good training camp, get in shape. I like to see that kind of movement and someone who won't give Boots what he wants. I didn't even think of Madrimov yesterday when I kept saying we need to put Boots in front of a slick fighter like a Devin or somebody who's not going to give him what he wants. That's the perfect person. That's a good style. Like you keep putting Boots in front of these people who stand still. Boots is going to kill them. I'm here.
Who is next to you?
A dog.
Holy shit.
I'll move my bad.
No,
you
good. You good. I'm just like, damn, is someone pranking me? Because fucking I be getting pranked. I'm like, damn, is somebody pranking me? I hear somebody snoring. But it's all right. It's your dog. I ain't know what the fuck was going on. I'm looking on all my monitors like, damn, did I leave someone in the queue fucking up your call? I just keep hearing this snoring. But I got snoring dogs. I get it. I ain't know that was you, though. I'm like, damn, they trying to fuck up the show. I gotta be back here like a ninja. These dudes just fucking sabotages, man. They haters, bro. Shit ridiculous.
Yeah, your dog is crazy too. My dog is similar to your breed, but it's a little bit more. It ain't as fat and lazy, but as you can see, she is fat and lazy. But Madrimov a good fight. That's all I was trying to say. It's a great style to see Boots go against. He might, you want to see him earn his spot. Well, he already had a fight. If he one more fight, he might be the number one contender, barring Vergil and Fundora. He might be in that top 5 leading candidates to get a shot. He's Josh Kelly, like he's right behind them. If you ask me, with a mix of a couple other guys. It's a great style, we got to see Boots first that style. Everybody at that division that I know of is like they're not slick. That's the slick fighter. That's who I want to see. Outside of Fundora and Vergil, that's what I want to see. I could care less about Josh Kelly. I don't think Josh Kelly is better than Madrimov. That's just to complete the cycle, right? So we gotta We gotta put some respect on Madrimov's name. That's the style we need to see. That's my call.
All right. Vega.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the show. Salute to the chat. Always appreciate them. And in regards to the topic, you know, it's pretty clear. Robert Garcia is involved with Vergil Ortiz, so of course he's gonna say things, word him in a way to where he's gonna pump his guy up. We already been here before. There's been many rumor times where these two are supposed to match up. And then, of course, the last time they were matched up, Virgil's manager decided. It seems, honestly, from the performance you just saw, we can see why Rick Mirrigan wanted $7 million to get in the ring with Boots Ennis. I don't blame him. $7 million to possibly get beat on and sent to the hospital and possibly never be the same. 7 mil. That was their price. That's the price they put on their own head. Um, we'll see if they can revisit that. The price might have gone up, Ness. Honestly, Virgil might be in a battle with his still. They may never come out of court. And then if they do, they may go different paths. They may, want to tune up. They may try to go back to the Errol Spence or even just Tim Zoo if Tim Zoo wins. Yeah, I can definitely see him, Robert Garcia and Virgil Ortiz, being steered a different path than Boots Ennis. Um, or wanted to possibly hit $10 million. I would not be shocked at all. Just honestly, the that last time when they were supposed to originally fight, and now they ended up in court, it really left a bad impression on me. When people say they don't want Virgil to get the fight, I can understand. But at the end of the day, I think it's undeniable. If we were to get those two in the ring, it's a motherfucking fight party. It's a movie, just like we just had. And it'll be something to be very excited for because Virgil Ortiz, say what you want about how he's been moving outside the ring with the gay boy tweets, and the legal battle. The boy comes to fight. We saw him get knocked down twice. He got up, he bit down in his mouthpiece, and he tried to get it. He tried to get it back. So the kid ain't no bitch inside the ring. He comes to fight. He was knocking almost everybody out up until recently. You put him in there with a mismatch. He cleans them up. So like at the end of the day, as a boxing supporter, let's make the fucking fight happen. Get the fuck out of court, stop talking, and get to agreeing. Because when Boots and Xander was being made, we didn't hear no rumblings. We just bam got hit with the announcement. June 27th, New York. We didn't have to hear about all this fucking bullshit and all this fucking tweeting and fucking late night fucking contemplating, diary writing, thought bullshit. Get in the fucking ring and swing, right? Isn't that something you say for Border Wars? These fighters seem to have forgotten about that. Of course, it's a motherfucking business. I get it. But look what just happened. They made business happen. They made a fight happen. We've seen it. Let's get back to it. That's all I can appreciate Eddie Hearn, who is a fucking liar. Of course, he's a promoter. He's a damn good one. But he went out of his way to say, we don't want to come up with no bullshit. We want to make the fights happen. And I'm hoping, which of course it could be pie in my face, that he's gonna stick to it. He's not gonna pull no A side. No, we need 90-10, 80-20. We have two belts. What do you bring to the table as bullshit? I'm hoping he does that because I think that is coming from Boots. People are going to mention, I'm sure, eventually, how this they was gonna supposed to fight before, and that Boots wanted a tune-up, two tune-ups. Turkey, spoke about it right here on this show. And yeah, okay. How about now? You know what I'm saying? I was a different person from when I was 20 to now. I was a different person when I was 32 to now, 4 years ago, right? So whatever. Like people change, circumstances change. If you say you've been wanting this fight, make it work. It sounds nice that Pandora possibly is using that, or his team is using that as a negotiating tactic. I believe it. I think they really want to fight that guy. I think they really want to fulfill their mandatory as a great representation of the WBC. I can hear Mauricio talk about it now. He must face his mandatory according to Section 5. I fully expected something from Mauricio to say, oh, he hasn't, the mandatory hasn't been fulfilled since blah, blah, blah. And Ramel has he deserves his shot from defeating Samaki and I don't know where it was, fucking Germany or some bullshit. I watched the fight. Ermal's he's a southpaw. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. He's out. Yeah, she's from Albania. Trains down here in South Florida somewhere. I forgot where. He could box a little bit. He also was getting punched on a little bit too by a raw 23-year-old, the kid Samaki, who's actually fighting Usman Lima coming I think November. So take a look at that. But anyways, yeah, I fully believe that they're going to take that fight. I think the narrative is being created. People want to work on. They want to get a fight in before they fight Boots Ennis. So I know you don't want to hear it. I know you said don't put it out in the universe. So I'll word it differently. I could see an in-house fight with Matchroom where they bring Boots Ennis back to Philly and they try to surpass the 14,119 they had in attendance when he fought David Avanesian, who was a late replacement. He was supposed to fight Cody Crowley. I don't know how late, maybe like a month or so. So yeah, I could see that. Them doing that. Everyone get a fight in. Then the narrative would be this is what he was going to do the whole time. I just want to say this. I want to hear, man. This is why we can't have nice things. I said it on Johnny's show. I was trying to call in yesterday to say it. It's like, bro, we get a great performance. Motherfuckers want to say everything, but wow, that was great. Wow, I enjoyed that. Wow, that's exactly what I want to see from a guy they say is a phenom, that they say is a pound for pound talent. That's the performances I want. Nah, instead it's Xander was too young, stupid game plan, Boots got hurt. Oh, and shame on the fucking media for as soon as he sits down, they they ask him out of the third round instead of talking about the great performance, what he did for himself, for his career, and for boxing. They just want to talk about what occurred in that third round. Shame on them. So yeah, man, that's my call. Salute to my chat girls, and I look forward to hearing everyone's opinion. Have a good one, Ness.
Appreciate you. Dennis, what is up? Dennis, what's up? Gotta unmute, champ. Dennis going once. 2 times. All right. Kenzo.
Yep.
You.
How are you?
Straight.
All right, man. Let's start off with Robert Garcia. Well, shout out TVV, first of all. Yesterday went on 8 hours. That's the Boots Ennis effect. Shout out TVV, man. But Robert Garcia, I fuck with Robert Garcia. But he's telling Boots, the champion, wait until we done our legal situation to fight Ortiz? Why? Would I wait for him? And he's saying that's not a good idea. That means he don't want to fight him. But so Bam unifying and waiting for the interweight fight, he don't want the interweight fight since he's unifying, basically what he's saying as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's the same guy. After Boots hopped in the ring after Vergil fight, yeah, we're gonna make the fight happen. Vergil, Robert Garcia, and Oscar. Oh, we want the Earl Spence fight. That's a bigger fight. That's the bigger fight. Also, now y'all want Boots to go straight into y'all, and y'all still don't even got it figured out legally. Like, that shit make no sense to me, man. But yeah, that shit just irritated me because I remember them kept asking for Earl Spence after they said they was gonna make the Boots fight happen. Now they want Boots. They want Boots. It's so easy. So why you ain't been signing the contract? But yeah, man, that shit just irked me. And what else? I had some more stuff to say, but I haven't. Shout out to all the comments though, man. The good ones and the bad ones. You making the show last longer. And what else to the topic next? It was Robert Garcia. What else?
The
Fundora.
Fundora negotiations.
Yeah, I ain't think about it like that till you said it about the money situation. They just trying to get more money. And shout out to Vega. He had me just cracking up. He did the Mauricio impersonation. That's exactly how he sound. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna fight next, man. He's gonna fight a mandatory. If he do fight a mandatory, or he might just be waiting it out. But like I said before, Vergil needs to fight Fundora. That is technically his mandatory. That is the interim champion over a year and a half. And Vergil been taking step aside money because I remember Mauricio saying that Vergil get paid well. So that means he's been taking step aside money not to be the champion. So if you want to go be champ, you got to go push that mandatory, Vergil. And you got leverage to your side. You go in there with no belts versus the WBC belt, you got more leverage. But we know he ain't taking that fight. They want Boots to take all the crazy fights. So by the time you get to Vergil, he not damaged goods, but he been through a couple wars. And that's cool. It's just gonna make his legacy look better.
True.
Yeah, because I mean, right now, Vergil, he hasn't earned it. Right now, what has he done? He hasn't fought since November. He beat Erickson Lubin. Shout out to him. But come on, bro, you gotta do something. Take somebody, I don't know. But yeah, man. I'm gonna let the callers call, man. Shout out TBV, man.
All right. Dennis trying you again.
Yo, you hear me?
We hear you.
Man, I don't know why it always take me two tries. I would just want to speak on what one of the callers said about that combination from Boots when he uppercut to the body, uppercut to the head, and then the straight left. That was an amazing combination, bro. I'm surprised nobody wasn't really talking about that combination. Some of the combinations that I saw Boots throw was like throwback fighter. It reminded me of a throwback fighter. That was an amazing fight, man. As far as the Boots Xander fight, it kind of went exactly how I thought it would go. This is the same reason why Boots won is the same reason why I thought Devin could beat Xander. Xander don't know how to follow a game plan. It's obvious Xander don't know how to follow a game plan. I said it, I think, one of my first calls in. I was talking about Xander and Devin. He was telling me, like, that's a crazy fight for Devin. And it is because of the weight difference. But I noticed that when Xander was fighting, I always see him jumping in when he didn't have to and fighting on the inside when he didn't have to. So I kept seeing that, and I was like, if he do any of that with Boots, it's going to be bad. He fought a Boss. I see him do a lot with Boss, and I saw a Boss catching him with right hands and hooks and basically everything. And so the way that fight played out, that fight was pretty crazy, man. I wasn't expecting Boots to get hurt, though. That's one thing I want to say. But that combination, some of them combinations that Boots was throwing was just insane. And the fact that Xander was able to keep his chin up and keep going through it, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy, man. I wasn't expecting to see some of that stuff that I seen, but majority of the fight I thought was going to go that way. So yeah, high level eye from whoever said that, whoever was talking about that combination.
He got a call. Dennis going once. Twice. We lost him. Heartbreak AC. What up?
Hey, yo, you can hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah, man. I'm going through the mountains, so if I break up, bro, just let me know. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You just made me have to change up my whole call with this monologue and shit, bro. And you said Samson said they supposed to be fighting who? Who they said they fighting?
Man, you want me to try to pronounce that shit again?
You said, well, like Harold Heebie-Jeebies. Who the fuck is that guy, bro?
I don't know.
Man, bro. I was just about to call in and get that man Sebastian some credit, but hell nah, bro. Hell nah, man. That's crazy as hell, boy. That's some of the lamest shit that I've heard in a minute, bro. That's true, bro. And like the last caller kind of hit it spot on. How the fuck? Bro, Vergil is the interim champion. How is he not the mandatory? Like, what the fuck is going on? How is that? Like, if he was fighting him, and
I
said
guess
that
he
was the
got a. I
mandatory,
guess he got a call for his mandatory, right? Ain't that the whole fake?
ah, man, that's fucking crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Oh man. Hey, listen, I wasn't for Sebastian Fundora fan going into that first Tim Zoo fight, man. I picked that boy to win that fight, man. But homie has been moving funny, bro, ever since then. Like if he fight this dude, bro, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy. That man is a straight up bitch.
That's
Bro,
the
for real.
PBC way, though. They like to be last so that they could get the big check. Earl did it. Plant did it. You know, this how they move.
Earl Spence was actually fighting champions. They had champion niggas on their side, so that
Yeah,
makes
but
sense.
he stood away
These
from the
niggas get
difficult
fucking
fight.
fight.
He stood away from the difficult fight. That's my point. Fundora staying away from the difficult fight, so he's last.
Man, that is crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. As far as the topic, man, now Ness, bro, you know I be on the Discord, so I seen that whole list, bro. That's some nasty work. This nigga put Mario Barrios as a pick and shit like that, bro. This nigga got Brandon Adams, which okay, I somewhat understand that he did just whoop up on Bohatuck. Okay, that's cool.
Well, check it out. Check it out.
Bro,
Check it
get
out.
the fuck out of
We
here,
got Brandon, 5-time nominated Caller of the Year. Never won, but it's clear why. He said Madrimov.
Yeah, that's
Mario
bullshit with that one,
Barrios.
bro.
Mario Barrios
Get
is
the fuck outta here, bro.
Mario Barrios has been on pay-per-view 3 or 4 times. He's a 2-time champ. He's more known. He fought Tank. If you want to do a hometown fight, beat on Mario Barrios.
I mean, you know, it's funny because that was going to be my initial point before you said all this goofy shit. Sebastian Fundora, bro, that man been on pay-per-view like
And
3
mind
times.
you,
He opened up Amazon.
that's how good I am. I ain't say that shit on the show. That was a Discord vote poll only.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I said I saw this shit. But yeah, that was going to honestly be my original point because, like, fucking Sebastian Fundora opened up Amazon when Keith Thurman got hurt. He was the co-main to the Manny Pacquiao pay-per-view with Barrios, and the nigga was just on pay-per-view again with Keith Thurman. So he's probably the biggest name at 154.
You want to make a splash with that hometown fight? Bring in Mario Barrios, man.
Man, listen, bro, that's gonna kill that boy momentum.
Hey, yo,
bro.
as Brandon would say, hood nigga barbershop, they know him because of Tank in Atlanta. You know, then the light-skinned niggas know him because of Keith. He out there.
Yeah, man.
Filipinos know him because of Pacquiao. He out there, man. He out there. He did the Jake Paul fight. Bruh, it's a marketing fight. I ain't saying it's a good fight.
Hey, stuff like this is why niggas get their momentum killed.
I don't think his momentum would get killed. I think the momentum would grow. I think the momentum will grow because he gonna get a common opponent with Pacquiao.
Bro, I know fucking Brandon Adams fight, man. None of that shit.
Listen. What's gonna make more noise? What's gonna make more noise amongst casuals? Beating a dude that's a common opponent with Pacquiao and Tank, or beating Brandon Adams?
Bro, the casuals say all the time the reason they don't fucking watch these fights is because these niggas be doing bullshit like this. Bro, the fight to make, and this is my real point, bro, because you left a name off the list, bro. You left a name off the list, man, and I don't really like that, Ness. Devin the Dream Haney.
He ain't at 54.
Hey, man, he can't get nobody to
Y'all
fight
want Devin to fight everybody. Y'all want him to fight Shakur at 44. Y'all want him to fight Keyshawn at 47. He got to fight Boots at 54. Come on, man.
Bro, the Shavenger, bro, we know the Shavenger.
You need a big fight called Devin Haney. I see what's going on.
Yes, the Shavengers are some hoes, bro. We know that, bro. We know Shakur scared, my nigga. We know Keisha ain't really about that shit, bro. And we saying the same shit for Boots. Fundora talking about he's in the fight. Mr. Heebie-Jeebies, who the fuck is that, bro? Vergil, get the fuck out of here, man. That's the fight to make, bro. Boots versus Devin Haney, the two niggas who the most duck niggas right now, bro. That's the fucking fight to make, bro. Fuck these other dudes. We ain't trying to see no washed up Jamel Charlo, bro. We ain't trying to see no scary ass Sebastian Fundora. This nigga ain't got no confidence in himself, bro. We not trying to see no weak ass Vergil. This nigga goddamn might not even make weight. He might die trying to make weight. Nah, bro. Devin the Dream Haney, bro. You are the Debo, bro. Don't show these niggas that you really the best nigga of this era, bro. Fuck that shit. That's the fight to make, bro. Fuck all these other fights, cuz if Sebastian bullshit, because outside of Devin, Sebastian is the fight. Fuck Vergil. That man ain't about nothing, bro. Jermell, that nigga's old. He's been out for 3 years. We ain't trying to see that goofy shit, bro. Spence, my nigga, you need, like, he's fight. Spence and Tazoo is fighting at middleweight, bro. Them niggas is fighting at 158. They ain't not even in the fucking weight class. Get them niggas up out of here, bro. Devin the Dream Haney, bro. These niggas is scared, bro. Shakur scared. Boot and Keyshawn scared. We know Tank been running for like 10 years. Boots versus Devin, nigga. Turkey, where are you at, bro? We need that fight. Hey, that's my call, though, bro. Sebastian, stop being a bitch. Boots versus Devin. Let's get that shit, man. That's what we need, bro. That's what we need.
Hey, man, I'm with it if Devin still say he won it. But he was there front row. If he think he could do it, do it. What was that movie? Not Adam Sandler. It was the other dude. Do it. Come on, y'all. Zoolander, right? Wasn't that Zoolander? Yeah, I don't watch movies now. Shit. It's all good. So good. It's so good. It's so right. Discord available, X Spaces available if you're looking to call in. Now is the time. Mozzie, VA, pound for pound, number 3 in the chat. You know Ness, love the dogs. You good? Politically incorrect, $5. Madrimov said he was sick. Yeah, sick from them body shots Vergil was landing all night. Even lifted Madrimov off his feet with a body shot in the late rounds. Suleiman, the scholar. Holla.
Sí, buenos días, Néstor. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. I like Boots the fight, man. I like the fight. It was exciting. I watched the fight several times. I like that he fights at a fast pace. Okay, he lets his hands go early. He's there to slug. They were compatible. They both come in big. People say that Xander came much bigger than him, but they were compatible. They were compatible. Okay. The situation that I don't like. This is why I don't like that the guy has a rematch clause and the guy almost knocked him out. Okay, that fight was, if Xander would have been a much better finisher, Xander would have knocked him out. Okay, and we would have been talking about the Xander Zayas right now in the show. Okay, so that fight was very competitive. People say, oh no, he got touched up. Hey, Boots fights faster than him. Boots slugs faster, so the guy couldn't box. People say, "Oh, but he didn't box. He boxed the other two guys when he became champion, but this one he tried to slug. He can't do that. The guy's letting his hands go. He gotta fight him off. Like if I'm boxing you and I'm fasting, I'm letting my hands go. You're gonna have to fight me off. You can't Peter Pat. This is not the old school. He took punishment, but he was able to deliver. And then that third round. It's cool. It's right that they asked him about the third round because he was one or two punches away from being stopped. And I was listening to you in the show, and you was going crazy because you know that Xander could have stopped him there if he placed his punches. It was punch placement. The kid's a little green when it comes to that, but his punch placement a little bit more, he would have knocked him out. It would have been the Xander's eyes day today. Okay, we would have been talking about Xander's eyes, the unified defending champion. Okay, so now after that being said, it's true. The guy just became unified champion. These guys are divas. They don't want to fight. Let's give him a home time fight right now. He deserves it. He deserves it. Mario Barrios is an excellent opponent. You know what I'm saying? Excellent opponent for him to do that. The guy was a champion at 140, 147. Let him give him a little soft touch right there at his hometown crowd so the fans could see him. Also build some more exposure, more gathering for him. And then the guy that he should fight next is the guy that defeated Mario Barrios. That's the guy I want to see him fight. Ryan Garcia. If the fight is not official with Conor Ben, he should just tell Conor Ben to kick rocks and go straight for Jaron Ennis. I think.
But Suleiman, the question is Ryan gonna still want to fight Boots after what he saw? Ryan was saying a
Okay.
lot a
Let me
couple,
tell you something.
before this.
If Ryan was seen the fight, Ryan would have said that's food, bro, because Ryan would have dictated. Ryan wouldn't have let him dictate the pace. Ryan would have slowed down his pace in the early rounds with the jab and the 1-2s. This guy's cater made for Ryan Garcia. I was watching that shit. I was going crazy, right? This guy's cater made for Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia would slow him down with a jab. With that jab that he has, that he messed up Mario Barrios, he will slow him down with a jab. He will answer the when he lets his hands go, he will slow him down. He will go on the show because Ryan will hit him with the 1-2, the left and the jab. I mean the right hand, and hurt him. And he has a heavy right hand, bro. That you see how the heavy right hand that Xander hit him, he rocked him. Imagine Ryan Garcia. That guy's fool, and plus that's the fight they want. They want a big money fight. And Ryan is not a diva like the other guys, man. Ryan is willing to fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's the guy I'm saying. Like Fundora, he's slow, bro. Fundora is good. They're gonna protect Fundora every way. And Fundora, in my opinion, is saying Sebastian. I'm Shakur, Little Macho will go up and beat him. Ryan will beat him. Mario Barrios will be competitive. The guy's slow, but the only advantage he got is a tall southpaw that could hit. But if you box him, the Tower Inferno ain't nothing, bro. The Tower Inferno will be nothing. You be like a fireman. You just come with the hose and hose him down with the jab and control the pace and you win him. To tell you the truth, he's scared. He's not going to want to fight Jaron either because he get defeated by Jaron. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for having me on, Bo. I want Ryan Garcia to fight this guy. Thank you.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't mind the Ryan fight, bro. I like the way Ryan was talking. Two boots. It's time to live up to that, you know? You can't just be running around here saying shit and not doing shit. You gonna talk tough, go ahead and do those tough things, man. And I feel like Ryan gets a pass off that, bro. He gets to say a lot and not really do what he says. But we shall see, man. We shall see. Discord available. X Spaces also available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. We got big money on a check-in. What is up?
Yo.
You.
Peace.
Peace.
Yo, good morning. Top of the top, man. Yeah, man. I'll try to make it quick. I don't see the Sebastian Fundora fight happening. I just don't. I think PBC won't want to play ball. They'll figure out they'll figure out a way to not have that happen. Have that fight happen with him. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see them playing ball very well. You know, they don't want to have that possibility of giving up that champion. And it's not that he's gonna lose, you know, but I just don't see them making a fight. As far as what Robert Garcia said, I get that. You know, he wants that fight to happen now because this is what's been on the table for the longest. Everybody's been talking about it. Everybody wants to see it. Realistically, if I'm Boost though, why go for the interim when I can go for the full championship? You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I would think about it. But as far as it goes, Vergil, yes. Fundora, yes. We want to see all of this stuff. The thing is, will any of it come to fruition and happen? You know, my take is you got to make this fight before the end of the year, or else, you know, Boots is going to take off the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? He'll go back to his community. He'll do the stuff that he does in his community where he's involved and all of those things. So you got to make that fight. You got to whatever fight you got to make. If it's going to be big like that, you got to make it now. Otherwise, it's back burner. Vergil, I think he would take something in between time. I don't, you know, as much as he should be back in the ring. I think he needs to get back in the ring with somebody. Maybe not fighting Boots right away. As far as Robert is concerned, with him, I heard him say he doesn't think that Eddie and Boots want to fight. I heard Eddie say in the post fight presser he didn't that listen, if Vergil Saab wants to fight, they need to let him know. I feel like that's just verbal playing chicken. You know what I mean? Like they're both just basically trying to call each other's bluff in a situation that they know is not going to go anywhere until there's a serious conversation. So I think all that shit is dead in the water. So it makes me think about, well, what's the next? What's the alternative? Boots needs a fight. I heard all of the Mario Barrioses and other suggestions like the Brandon Adams. Brandon Adams has an eliminated with Bachram for the IBF. That's what's coming up next. The Carmen Agarco fight didn't happen. He had them chest pains. We all know what happened then. So that's happening next. I'm thinking that the WBO would probably be the next in line because we just let the WBA have their shit going with this fight that he just had with Zayas. So Rashidi just came up to 54. Rashidi just beat Francis Bartholomew. Not that I'm not trying to say that means something in particular. I'm just saying that he had his acclamation fight. He's at 154. There is a storyline. Jimmy, if you listening, call Eddie, call Frank.
But
let them know. Yeah.
But yesterday, didn't they say Rashidi was fighting somebody at 54?
I was looking to see if I saw anything. I ain't see anything. So I mean, let me know if he's got a fight. I didn't know if he had one.
I don't know. I hate to say a name without remembering, but I feel like it was Bachram. I feel like Adams pulled out.
Yeah.
Maybe he's sick or something. And they said Rashidi's fighting Bachram. I thought that's what I heard yesterday. And I text Bachram, Adams' manager. We were supposed to get him on yesterday because we ran so late. I'm like, yo, but he was in the gym at 1:30, which is like what, 10:30 his time?
But they're on the West Coast. Yeah. Well, look, I hear that, but you and I both know that if there was a possibility to have him fight Boots, you already know which way they're going. Especially being that they fumbled the bag the last time when Eddie offered. That's why I'm saying at the very least, call Frank, call Eddie. Let them know that you are ready in case shit don't work out where we get the big fight. Because there's a good chance that it won't. You know what I'm saying? So make sure the motherfuckers know that y'all ready. Don't play it. I think Rashidi already know. Don't turn down whatever bag they want to offer. And I think that it'll probably be a little more fair, but it ain't going to be crazy. What you're going to have is the opportunity. So don't fuck that up again. But again, that's all if what you just said isn't true, that he isn't supposed to fight Bachram, and if they haven't, gotten deep into that kind of a conversation. But yeah, that's just my thought. If he were to fight a guy like that, you got a storyline there. He's an old account that you need to close out. You and Rashidi been going back and forth for years. Settle this shit already. Be like Rayo, who is at this point one of my favorite fucking boxers because he done closed out 2 of his accounts that he lost to. Only one he got left is Gary Antoine. He does that. He avenges that loss. He's the fucking man in my eyes. You can't tell me nothing because he's experienced so many different things. He's experienced everything in boxing, winning and losing, becoming the champion, losing the championship, and then being defeated and getting his lick back with everybody to beat him. So shout out to him. But, close this account, Boots. If you don't get the fights that, the big money fights, close this account. Let Rashidi know what time it is or lose to him depending on how the shit go. Whoever's the better man. But make that fight because that's something at least we could sink our teeth into. There's something there. But that's it, man. That's all I got. That's my call. All right, peace.
All right, appreciate you. Discord available, X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. X available, Zoom available. Speaking of Zoom, I do got somebody there. Let's see, did I lose you? I didn't. Let's see who it is. Yo, in a 267 Philadelphia. Gotta unmute. What's up? Who's this? What's good, right?
new media got to put pressure on Sebastian and his team, bro. Like if Sebastian takes his mandatory and not fight Boots, then we gotta put pressure on him, and that's a duck. You know what I mean? Because it's a unification fight, man. He can't take his mandatory. He can't, please his mandatory and not take the unification fight. It'll be a straight duck. And as far as Vergil, look, Vergil gotta get to the back of the bus, man. Like you listen, Boots pulled up. He came to Dallas, pulled up to your fight, bro. You started all of these shenanigans with your promoter and all that. You wanted $7 million when Oscar offered you $3 million at the time. That fight was not a big fight. What fight was like that fight was not warranted of him asking for 3 times more what he was going to get guaranteed. Like, bro, get out of here. Now you come back the week of the fight popping it. Like, bro, you gotta sit down somewhere and get to the back of the line, bro. You was quiet for 2 months. You went on a hiatus. Then you come out of nowhere the week of the fight and want to pop your shit. Like, bro, just sit in the back and wait. If I'm Boots, I'm putting pressure on Fundora, and I'm going the route of Josh Kelly. If he can't get those 2 fights, I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Majorov. I think that's who y'all was talking about. Mario Barrios, listen, amongst the boxing pundits, he's not gonna get no credit for that fight. He's going if he fights Mario Barrios, they're gonna look at that as a step back because you fighting a guy coming off a loss, going into moving up in weight. Like they're gonna nitpick Mario Barrios and say he's the weakest champion at 147, should have never held the belt. And you fighting that guy, it's gonna be a step backwards in their eyes. Like nobody's gonna give him credit for Mario Barrios. I don't even want to see that fight, honestly. I think he should fight. If he's gonna get a hometown fight, it should be Josh Kelly or it should be Majorov. Those should be the 2. Don't waste your time fighting Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios is he's wasted goods at this point, man. And like I said, as far as Vergil,
bro, you don't like the Adams fight more than the Madrimov fight? Adams beat the shit out of Boychuk twice, who dropped Vergil 3 times. Like, why y'all keep saying this fucking? What the fuck has Madrimov done? Who he beat?
Yeah, Brandon Adams is
so
cool,
we giving
but
this motherfucker like big fight after big fight for being a loser. I don't understand that shit.
No, for sure. But look, Brandon Adams, man. Listen, man. I think
that would be a hell of a fight with Brandon Adams. He fight like a dog on the inside, and Boots love to fight on the inside. If he want to show off and show out in his hometown, Adams is a dude to give him a hell of a fight on the outside, and on the inside. And when he need a rest, go on the outside.
Yeah, for sure. I think with Brandon Adams, man, listen, man, he'll be 37 years old, man. Like, that dude getting up there.
Bro, we going to complain about everybody because if you don't like Brandon Adams, I damn sure don't like Madrimov. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like Barrios, I don't even know, like, who else? Like, what the fuck? I don't want Brian Mendoza.
I'd rather him just fight Josh Kelly as a
That ain't gonna happen, bro. That ain't gonna happen. That's gonna be last because they on the same promoter, and that dude Kelly don't got a chance to beat. So the right thing for Eddie to do is leave him for last so that the kid Kelly could feel like, at least I'm getting the big fight for the undisputed with the bigger check. He gonna get a bigger check than Fundora for being the last fight.
Yeah.
And what if the only way Eddie could get him to say is because Boots got to go to his hometown? Eddie still get to control it like that. You don't want to go to that piece of the right now. Like, you already got that locked in. That fight's already done. You got to get that belt off Fundora, because if Fundora lets you get that third belt from Kelly, now he gonna do what Caleb Plant did. He gonna be the last one talking about, I need 11 million. Give me 11 million or I don't want to fight. Sure. You know, these motherfuckers always asking for too much money. They want to price themselves out.
Yep, and that's when we got to put the pressure on the PBC and go to like actually target that fight. You know what I mean? Don't let Fundora get off the hook. You know, put all the pressure on Fundora the same way Matchroom put the pressure on Vergil when they pulled up. They went to Dallas. Boots don't go to fights. They wasn't even invited to the fight. You know what I mean? They was denied access into the fight. You know, they went there, pulled up on Dallas. They went in the ring. The fight was going to be had. There was immense pressure on Vergil, and he pulled those shenanigans. If the same thing with Fundora happens, we got to put the pressure on him too.
But we knew
can't allow
Vergil
him
wasn't
to just
fighting him. Boots in his face, and he's talking about, I want to fight Earl Spence. It's like, bro, you don't want this fight. And look, it never happened.
exactly. It never happened. You know, straight duck. I think what we need to realize with Vergil is, look, man, you gotta get in the back of the line now. Like if I'm Boots, I'm gonna take care on Fundora. I'm gonna put all the pressure on him. That's the only fight. They said that they targeting in November, December. That's what I'm hearing. Like a report came out and said that they looking to make that fight for November, December. Look, if
Which
they
fight?
make it happen, make it happen. The Fundora fight. Mike
Oh.
Carpenter came out and
Yeah.
it was a report on. Yeah, it was a report on that. So if they make that fight, bro, I'm not mad at it. Like neither fight,
Yeah,
I'm not mad at.
I don't mind the
Vergil,
Fundora boost. That's huge. I don't want the Madrimov boost. That's not what the fuck I want that for,
yeah,
bro. I'm not working that
yeah.
night. Straight up. I'm not about to be like doing a live fight chat for Madrimov boots.
Yeah, but look, man, I heard your last caller too. I wanted to make a point on the last caller that said that third round Boots almost got knocked out. Boots, if you watch that fight, Boots didn't almost get knocked out. He still was cautious. If y'all watch the fight in the third round, his instance was still there. You know, Xander threw like a 4-punch combination. Boots rolled. He ducked all them. He looked like Roy Jones. He ducked all them Jones and still was conscious of where he was at. I just think he was a little dazed, you know, buzzed and shit. I don't think he was like hurt. He still was aware of his, like, you know, his instinct still was there. So I don't think looking at that round that, you know, people consider there, because that's what's going to happen. People going to look at that round that, oh, you know, he fooled now, but he dominated the rest of the fight. You know what I mean? He should have got Xander out of there in the fifth, but the ref did him a favor. Shout out to the ref. But the ref, you know, did him a favor and let the fight go on. But that fight should have been over in the fifth. That third round, people gonna look at that third round, but that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see Boots get tested. You know what I mean? We wanted to see him get some adversity, and he showed that. He bit down and got him out of there. So I don't think he was hurt. I just think he was just, you know, his emphasis was still there. He just was a little buzzed. You know what I mean? This boxing, man, you know, that's going to happen. We've seen Floyd get rocked. Same Mosley dropped or damn near dropped him.
Let me get to these next callers, champ. I ain't throw no bell on.
Sorry,
Let everybody rock out. But
you
I
good,
appreciate you calling in, man. Keep calling in, man. We live every day. Appreciate you. Discord available. X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Landline, if you want to use your cell phone, your work phone, that number is in the description here on YouTube. You want to call in via Zoom, and you're a real person, I might even let you do video. You know, because I be getting them prank callers, man. They be trying to get me. But it's too late, man. I got the system on lock, man. So your bum ass. And I know it's the same little dude from Philly. It's the Philly Rican, that little psycho. I know it's him. This dude has made like 5 accounts already. So I know it's him. He's the only one that obsessed. Dudes are weird, bro. It's okay, though. If you ain't got no psychos, you ain't popping, man. I'd rather have me a few psychos than none. You feel me? Sean, what it do?
How you doing, Ness?
Chilling.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Mario Barrios will be a terrible fight, first of all. But because obviously he's coming off a loss as well, so we don't like guys get a unification of a loss as well. That would be outrageous.
Yo, that's funny because again, that was a Discord poll. I didn't even bring that up on the monologue. So
Yeah,
that
but
goes to show you how
you
big
get
Mario Barrios is. It's just a different level, and it was done purposely because it's he's just more known. Boots wouldn't get the credit from us; he'd get it from the casuals.
yeah, but a good fight for Mario Barrios would be Jamal Charlo. That's PBC. That would be a good fight. Jamal Charlo and Barrios. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll,
not bad.
we'll see what
Definitely,
happens with that one.
definitely gives Barrios an opportunity at taking out
Yeah, yeah.
Charlo
It'll be
because
big in
of the
Texas as
time
well.
off.
Yeah, but to the video, if Robert Garcia made it seem like if Boots picks someone else, he's the one that's going to be ducking. So
Yeah,
so that
yeah. I'm glad you picked up on that because nobody's addressed that. He's insinuating like, oh, if he doesn't fight him, he's the
yeah,
one that doesn't want to fight. And it's like, bro, you guys ain't want to fight for a
yeah.
while now.
Also, but that also tells me that the priority is with the zone, the paymasters. So I think all them other fights are good, but they want in-house fights as well. So I think the zone is probably talking to both guys and say, yeah, this is the fight that we want. So I feel like that's where probably Garcia was talking about. Like, this is probably the fight that's gonna take precedence over everything.
Now that angle I can
So
see, the network wanting it, pushing for it, I can see. But also networks, they're the reason we have so many belts because they prefer a belt. So, they might still want Fundora just as much because of the belts. The belts attract the
yeah,
casuals. The belts represent championship to the casual.
yeah, that's true. But
See,
you have to
to
knock
you and I, we
Fundora
know
ahead.
that Vergil and Boots is an elite level fight, but to the casual,
Yeah.
is it? Without those belts?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
and again, at least
but
Boots brings his, though. Boots
stylistically,
brings his, so
yeah,
regardless.
yeah, and Virgil, yeah, he needs to. He's getting up there in age as well. Like he needs to try and become a world champion. And Fundora, that would be a great fight, Fundora and Boots. I like the old Fundora, the one that fought Lubin, the one that was throwing uppercuts like jabs. This new version of Fundora jab, and people like it as well. He like boxing using his height, but I like the old Fundora, the one that was just throwing uppercuts from everywhere. I like to see that Fundora if he ever gonna fight Boots. I think that would be his best chance. But yeah, I'm not too thrilled about this mandatory situation. I don't really want to see that, but Fundora, he's never been the most, dare I say, ambitious guy in terms of wanting to call out the best and fight the best. So
Yeah.
he's taking his time, I guess, isn't it? Yeah, his sister's probably a little bit similar as well. But and also people talking about Eddie Hearn protecting Josh Kelly. If it was up to Eddie Hearn will serve up Josh Kelly. It's Adam Booth that's probably the one that's protecting Kelly in a sense because that's his manager, and Eddie Hearn, he probably wants him to fight Booth, but that's why they don't allow managers and promoters to have that too much control. But yeah, Josh Kelly's probably like what you said, waiting in the wings. But yeah, don't think
It makes more sense
Eddie's
for
not
him to
protecting
be
Josh Kelly.
last. He's gonna be the easier one to make the fight with just because he's in house.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't see him having much chance beating them guys. To be honest with you. But I'll be rooting for him nonetheless. And I would say though as well, you're not too thrilled on the fight, but if you can't see Boots and Virgil or Boots and Ortiz, yeah, Devin he might have to show us how it's done, isn't it? It's just like he doesn't have to stay at
Hey
154.
man,
He can do what
listen,
Shakur was
listen.
meant to do.
We
Go up
gotta
there,
get
then come back
we
down.
gotta get Bill on and
Yeah,
see is the energy still the same? Because listen, everyone is entitled to change their mind. And after that performance, did Devin change his mind? Did Devin
yeah,
change his mind?
he's not running to it, but yeah, that's how I'll let you get some other calls. And by the way, Venezuela, he's lucky he didn't get disqualified, by the way. Yeah, he hit that guy when he died. That could have been like a Roy Jones Montel Griffin
Well,
situation. I know you don't
well,
like
I
history,
mean,
but
this.
that was.
I'm glad you brought that up because there's so many of you guys that care about that moment. Let's not forget that this is tit for tat. Venezuela is just reacting to what De Los Santos did to him in the first fight. Pay attention to the screen. This is the first fight. Shout out to the community. They always keep me with everything because that makes me great, but it's really the community that together we're great. This clip was sent to me, and we should have no pity for De Los Santos. There he drops him, and that's a left hook that he hits Venezuela with as he's on the ground, and watch the uppercut with the right hand that's already jacked to get smacked. He's dead! Hook that stuns Venezuela! He's dead! Hook that stuns Venezuela! He's so left hook and right hand, and probably some knees and pelvic area to the face.
I'm on next place. I can't see that. But next, did you when you get a chance, watch where Jones and Montel Griffin the first fight. Watch the highlights of that. You can see that Venezuela. He could have done a Montel Griffin. But anyway, I'll let you get some other.
You might have to send me a link to that, bro. I don't really search old fights. Like that shit better be good quality too. I'm bougie. I need HD. You feel me? If you're watching this on YouTube, don't be greedy. Trying to get you through your work day. But guess what? I need a little bit of love, which comes in the form of a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Hit me with the thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. All right, let me get to the next caller. Checking these YouTube super chats. Appreciate the love. Flexing and stepping $2. Ness, Sully got to eat his crow. He picked Xander. Bro, you know if we don't keep a list and check it twice like Santa, dudes never eat crow. I used to have co-hosts that used to keep a list, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that. That's just another job I ain't got time for. But we had a Tyrone in the community that he started to keep a list. It just becomes too difficult because everybody wants to make a pick, but they don't call in to get their crow. So now you got to keep this list on hand, and a motherfucker will call in a month later and it's like, yo, you owe us crow. And it's like, bro, grown-ass men just don't want to, do what they got to do. Flexing and stepping pound for pound, #1 in the chat. Bomb for the status. Sully picked Xander by stoppage. Eat up. Culture with a K, $5. Do you think Boots surprised Tank legacy-wise? Did you mean surpass, though? Did you mean surpass, or are you saying that Tank is surprised by the amount of legacy that Boots has achieved? I'm going to answer it both ways. Do you think Boots surpassed Tank's legacy? 2-time undisputed, 2 divisions, and Tank arguably among some would be, what, a 4-time champion? It's going to be hard to say because Tank is an attraction, bro. He's just an attraction. He's in the top 5 gates of all time. Him and Ryan really made history. Not only is he in the top 5 gates of all time, but he's one of the last Mohicans to do 1.2 million pay-per-views. It's just not seen. And I know that's finances. It has nothing to do with legacy, but it does. Because when you Google and you AI Oscar's legacy, it's going to be everything that he achieved along with all the huge events that he's done. Same for Pacquiao, same for Floyd. The money is always brought up. The gates are always brought up. So I don't know, but layman's terms, yes, Tank is never fucking unified. Ever. Boots unifying 2 times, it's like fucking pissing on Tank's legacy, bro. He's never unified, which means he's never fought an active champion in his division. Somebody's going to say, oh, he fought Leo Santa Cruz. Yeah, after vacating his belt and letting Leo win it versus some schmuck Nah, I don't know if he's a schmuck. Fucking, I hate disrespecting that much. But versus some dude we don't remember, only to win it back. That ain't the same as what Shakur did when he fought Heron, or what Shakur did when he fought Valdez, or what Boots just did when he fought Zayas. It's just not the same. Pound for pound, number 1 in the chat. Space Ghost snatching that status. Let's go. Where's Charles Cornwell at? I feel like he would have been a decent in-between fight title defense if he was active. Yeah, I don't think so. He's been offered the Boots fight, twice now? Turned it down. That shit is public knowledge. It's coming off a loss. He signed a Golden Boy, and we don't know what's going on. That is pretty much it, bruv. Hustler's Mindset, $2. Man, that CJ2K news got me effed up. ASL is crazy. I don't even know who CJ2K is. Somebody want to fill in the old man that doesn't follow other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with boxing and health? Movies. I'm a movie guy. Fuck with the food, too. Timboski. What it do? In the building.
Yo.
Yo.
Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
We hear you, fam.
Good. What's going on? Salute to the community. Hope everyone's having a great week, man. Hope everyone's having a great start to the week. Hope everyone's family's well and healthy. Another good topic on the horizon. Oh, we've reached it already. Sean had a decent call. Disagreed with a few of his points, but still, holding it down. So, Mr. Gibbo, what do the fans of boxing in the universe? What do we want as fans, as a whole community? What do we really want? Do you want homecoming
UK fighters get beat the fuck up? Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah. No, you ain't fucking with me, but it's all right. We don't want to go there. And before I continue, Mr. Gibber, I did have a king counter that I didn't retrieve.
You gotta send me a screenshot, man.
Hold on. You remember the name because I remember his name.
Send me a screenshot.
One. Tevin.
Send me a screenshot. Send me a screenshot.
That's all right, man. I told you can't defeat me when it comes to this screenshot shit and showing me evidence. You can't defeat me in that department.
You gotta have a date on it, man. Gotta have a date.
Oh, it's all right, man. No problem. It's cool. No problem. After this call, I'll ship that straight over to you. But like I said, Boots, Ennis, and Fundora, that is the fight that is on the horizon, I believe. But it's very hard to make, boxing politics, fanagers, boxing corruptions. I understand that. I do believe that Boots this is why you like Andre Ward. Homecoming fights. There are multitude of homecoming fights that you could have on the table there. You know what I'm saying to you? You said, sorry, we don't want to see that piece of garbage, Madrimov. He's still got some making up to do for his two. He's coming like a Derenchenko, big fights, and he just doesn't seem to, come. He seems to come on the short end of the things. You know what I'm saying? He's still got a couple fights in mind that he needs to, come against. Go fight Bakram. Go fight fucking Brandon Adams. Go fight Tim Zoo's little brother. He seems to be doing something on the horizon. And Mr. Gibbler, 2 wrongs don't make a right. So you saying, oh yeah, man, De Los Santos, he did it to Rayo. I'm just covering that situation real quickly. De Los Santos, he did it to
that's
Rayo.
how it works in boxing, though. That's how it works in boxing. Your own trainer, if you trained in a gym, they don't tell you to complain to the ref. They tell you to retaliate. Yeah, you talking over me because you don't want the world to know what actual trainers train.
You just interrupted me.
No, I interrupted you to give you facts.
No, that's fine. Obviously, but I would like you to address me correctly. You know what I'm saying? Say, hold on 1 second, sir. Let me intervene right there. You know what I'm saying? When you just, I don't know what's going on. You get me? You just jump out the window. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe I triggered you of some sort, but that's fine. You can continue.
Nah, I'm giving you what you want.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm listening. You get me? You're the ship. You know what I'm saying? You're the captain of the ship. Go ahead, man.
No, I was just giving you what you want.
I'm just saying from a health standpoint, Mr. Gibbler, that Listen, 2 rounds don't make a right. If he was to be severely hurt and we would never see Ebenezer Santos again, we wouldn't be talking about what he did to him in the first fight. So I understand where you're coming from. Like I said, I'm a diplomat. I see things from outside the house and inside the house. I do understand where you're coming from. It's just the fact that was very, very dangerous. We don't know if that was intentional or not, because we're not in both of these guys' minds. But like I said, for future preference, it is very dangerous. And 2 wrongs again don't make a right. But back to this topic here, when it comes to Fundora, Boots, Vergil. Vergil, like I said, he's rotting on the shelf. I don't know what he's talking about. Robert Garcia is just doing what he's doing as a trainer, back in his file, even though he talks a lot of garbage too. But like I said, man, we do want to see that scrap. And you lot shaking your crystal ball. Oh, Josh Kelly, he don't want to smoke. Josh Kelly leaving for last. Josh Kelly gonna get punched on. Okay, then you guys thought Backram was gonna knock him out, didn't you? Didn't you? The boogeyman that nobody wanted to fight. Yeah, well, you was wrong about that one, and you're going to be wrong again, because Josh Kelly's going to pack away one of you, man. Either Fundora, Boots, one of them. Because you heard what Fundora said, man. Xander didn't have the IQ. He didn't know how to stay away from those punches. He didn't know what he was doing in there when it came to understanding angles and understanding how to defensive exits. He didn't understand. Josh Kelly, higher IQ. He understands. Do you disagree, Mr. Gibbler? Huh?
Do I agree that Josh Kelly has a higher IQ than who?
Xander Zayas, when it comes to defensive understanding.
I'm gonna have to say that in Josh Kelly's fight versus a puncher, he did the right thing, and Xander did not.
Okay, so in a short, in the conclusion of things, guys, Mr. Gibbler, he agrees with me, but because it's so hard for him. I'm from the UK. It's so hard for him to agree with such a shrewd student of the game like myself. I understand. But that's fine, Mr. Gibbler. Like I said, we're looking forward to seeing these bouts. We're looking forward to see Josh Kelly's got a belt. I would love for Boots to come over here and put his name on the map of the UK fans. That would be very great for multiple countries to know someone like a Boots Ennis, since you guys are saying he's the new slice of Jesus, Roy Jones, Crawford bread, right? So like I said, I would love to see those bouts. Fundora, he's going to destroy Henedbury. He's going to destroy that man there, the mandatory. He doesn't have the, the dimensions, or he doesn't have the craft, and Sean. Let me cover that quickly, Mr. Gibbon, before I let you go. Sean, it's called refining your craft as a fighter. You're talking about I like the old Fundora. No, sir. He got smarter. He worked in his IQ. He studied film. He saw what he did wrong. That's why he got knocked out by Mendoza, because the old Fundora, he would have got put to sleep by this Boots Ennis. This new one here, the one that's fighting behind his jab, understanding range and coming in and out when he needs to. The uppercut, his uppercut is a jab. Who do you know on this planet when their uppercut is a jab? You understand? So I would love to see that. I want to know how Boots is going to deal with that spider, that web. I want to understand, because he's going to reel him in. And like Boots said, did you hear what Boots said, Mr. Gibbler? He said, I got lazy in there. I did, yeah. Well, you can't get lazy against Fundora, because it's going to fucking smash your head in. You can't do that. You can't. So like I said, Mr. Gibbler, I'll be back with the proof of evidence of my King counter. And yes, salute to the community. And make sure you have a great rest of the day, man. We want to hear all the great calls. You know what I'm saying to you? No more stupid Dumbo calls from that fake Call of the Year Tip Bayless, you fucking dumb idiot.
Whoa,
salute, Mr. Gibbler,
champ, come on, bro. What is up with y'all? I get so crazy, man.
My apologies, sir. My apologies.
He ain't even call in today, and you doing that just to get y'all be trying to trigger each other. Shit crazy. Ash, what up? Ash, what up?
Yo.
You
hear me?
I hear you now.
What's up, Ness, man? I'm really a new.
Can you not use your Bluetooth? Cause it don't sound the best.
You can hear me better?
Yep.
Yeah, I was saying, I'm really new to the channel, but really, I really want to talk about First of all, shout out to Xander though for you know what I'm saying, sticking it out for as long as he did. Boots a motherfucker, man. I can't lie. He a dog. I think next really should be Fundora. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody been saying. But he not gonna take the fight. Boots gonna smash Fundora and he gonna smash Kelly. But I mean, we do got to see them fights, you know, because they got belts. But the real fight to make is like what bro said earlier. It's the Devin Haney fight. Like I ain't gonna lie, Debo versus Boots at 154. They was already talking about Devin fighting Xander at 154. So shit, Debo can make that little jump up a couple pounds. But nah, Josh Kelly, man, that last dude that was talking, he tripping. I ain't gonna lie, he must be. Well,
He from
I can
over
hear it
there.
in his.
That's why.
Yeah. I finna say I can hear it in his voice. You know what I'm saying? And I like the UK shit. My last girlfriend, she's from the UK, so I like it over there. But hey, man, it's different. It's different over here. Kelly, look, man, he don't. Let's just keep it real. We keeping it real with the Boxer Voice, man. Booth stops both. He stops Fundora and Kelly. I rather them just fight each other. So you know, so Booth ain't even got to step that way. But nah, if Fundora does take the fight, then shout out to him, man. I just want to say this too. No more fanboys in boxing. I get everybody is fans of people, but man, I'm tired of hearing about this dude ducking this dude, that dude ducking that dude. Everybody needed to fight. Like, let's just fight, man. Like, anybody trying to hear all that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that's it for me. Appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate you, champ. Thanks for calling in. Discord available. X Spaces available. Yo, that's crazy. Nobody ain't blessed me with a Telegram group. Y'all ass. Just saying. Just putting that out there. FYI. Discord available. X Spaces available. Zoom available if you want to call in via Zoom. Landline in the description if you want to use that. We got Tommy, Florida, St. Pete. What it do?
Shout out, Ness. You got me?
You know it.
Shout out, TVV. All right, so a couple of things. One, earlier when you mentioned that shit, you was like, do it. What movie is that? That's Stockton Hutch. That's Ben Stiller.
Oh, okay. I knew it was Ben Stiller, but I thought it was Zoolander.
You said, nah, it was the Stockton Hutch with him and Owen Wilson. Two, you said something about Tank, not defending shit else, but just a fact. You said Tank never fought an active champion in a division he was in. He fought Pedraza, and Pedraza was the champion. Every other thing
gonna
was
really
pretty
bring
much.
up, but dog, you
But
can't.
you brought. I'm just.
No,
Bro. You like
I'm not trying to
correct us all
argue.
the time,
I'm not
bro.
trying to argue. I'm just saying you bringing up the one fight where he said they try to set him up. So it's not like
Well,
no. Just hear me out.
Ness,
Just hear me
either
out.
way, Ness,
Just hear me out.
Come on, don't
Just
take
hear
the
me
time
out.
off this. Don't
Just hear me
take
out.
time off this.
Just hear me
All
out.
right, go ahead.
He didn't want the fight. He said they're trying to set me up. He didn't want the fight. He said Mayweather was trying to get him to lose. So you can't give a man credit for fighting a champion that he's telling you publicly he didn't want to fight. They're trying to set me up.
Hey, I'm gonna give you credit because you beat his ass. I don't give a fuck who tried to set you up.
Okay.
Motherfuckers try to set motherfuckers up in life all the time, and people overcome it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
So you can take credit away from that. I give somebody credit, like, okay, they tried to fuck you over in life, and you overcame that shit. Congratulations to you. On no matter whether it's fighting, business, family issues, whatever, you did that shit. Shout out. So, but that you just said he never did it. I'm just letting you know that he did do it. Two,
You got it.
yes, sir. Two, like I think out of all the calls I'm hearing, I agree with everybody. Pretty much, if we got to choose what we wanted, we want the champions, Fundora, Kelly, Vergil. Either way it goes, one of them three. But if we don't get them like that, and you said a hometown fight, you mentioned Mario Barrios coming off a loss like a loss he took to Ryan. The name is good, and the history was good because they both was champions at 47 at one point. But coming off the loss, with it being your first fight, I don't see it for a belt. I don't think so. I think they'll do a hometown fight like Ennis Tellis or even Santi and Stelion and the guy that Brian Norman knocked out. He's 54 now. He on like a 3-fight win streak.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy. Decent name, come forward fighter, probably get you ready for Vergil. Something like that. And everybody, and shout out to people who call themselves boxing fans that, and like my boy fuck man, Ellie Setback. I fuck with Ellie Setback, bro. I met him. We played chess one time in New York and shit. We was cool, but when like people like him and trying to press the narrative like Adrian Broner, I never was a big fan of Adrian Broner, but you yelling that the man quit because he took the knee, the Puerto Rican knee, or however you want to say it. Bro, you quit in the middle of a fight to Pacquiao and was looking up at the clock trying to hope the round was over. Like you took a left hand in whatever round that was, and at that point the fight he punched the fight out of you and you ran the rest of the fight. You quit, Adrian Broner. All right. So and like Ellie sat back, he was saying some shit like, Xander never fought nobody to that quality. I mean, yeah, bro, okay, cool. So never did what's his name? The one everybody want Boost to fight that you don't want him to
Vergil?
fight. No. The one Vergil beat. Vergil and Crawford
Madrimov?
beat him. Madrimov. He took I don't know who he beat for that title he got before he fought Bud, but basically your name came
He
off
beat
Bud. And you
Kurbanov.
okay, boom, and what's his record since then?
Kurbanov?
Kurbanov.
He probably won once since then. I would gotta double check.
Okay, so you know what I'm saying that he ain't making no noise. That shit was fucking 2-3 years ago. So people are trying to discredit, they find their way somehow, some way to discredit Boots and find their way somehow to discredit
Then he
Xander.
lost again after that. He got a tune-up,
Yeah.
and then he lost again in Russia to an
Okay.
11-0.
And that's exactly why I'm like you, Nez. I don't want Madrimov. Madrimov needs some more. He won his last fight and it looked good. I liked it, but he need more fights too. You feel me? Like he just got the name because you had the belt and you got the Crawford fight. Then you put up a good showing against Crawford, and then you had another good showing against Vergil. So you are a credible fighter, but like when it came to a name guy, you haven't got over that hump yet, Madrimov. You know. So I don't want him either. And if they have it in Philly, bro, and if they can fucking fight a fucking 130-pounder, the Philly people gonna come out at least. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say somebody from Cali gonna fly to Philly and watch it, but Philly coming out no matter who the fuck Boots fighting, bro.
My bad.
Okay. So but yeah, man, we just gotta start, accepting boxing for what it is. We love the fights. Y'all discredit the people after they lose a fight. As of right now, I personally have Boots number 1 at 54. Yeah, Fundora beat my boy Thurman, but and it's a thing why I agree with a couple callers on Devin Haney would be a good fight for Boots because when you mentioned Xander got 2 belts. And yes, people was like, you would beat Xander. Nobody had you beating Xander the way Boots just beat Xander. I didn't hear one person call the show talking about he'll stop Xander. You know what I'm saying? They were like, he's gonna outbox him, gonna outpoint him. And y'all probably right about that. It still would have been a good fight, a nice task to do. But nobody picked him like, oh, he's gonna knock Xander. He's gonna do to Xander what Boots just did to Xander. So therefore, it'll make it a good fight because people thought you would have beat Xander anyway, just probably in a different fashion. So, but I'm not making you go. I just feel like since you mentioned 54 with Xander having 2 belts, you can mention 54 with Boots having 2 belts. But if you don't, I'm not gonna, shame on them, talk shit about them. But really, bro, just the biggest fights. If it's not Vergil, Kelly, I mean, shit, even Kelly. It's either Vergil, Ortiz, or somebody from 47 coming up to fight Boots that are making a big fight. Like Kelly would be for a belt, but like that's the only reason why it would be a big fight. But just strictly the name, it won't be a big fight. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm trying to say. But that'd be my call. Next shot, TVV.
You the man, champ. Rich O. 4 days out. 4 days out.
4 days out, it's going to fuck down. Hey, man, I'm ready, man. I'm ready spaghetti. You know it. You already fucking
Because
know, man. You already...
coming down with the pack. He said, bro, what you want? I said, bro, you got to fight. He said, bro, we going to smoke after I split this man head. I said, oh, why?
Oh, man, I don't even fucking smoke weed. I quit smoking weed. Like, I ain't smoking weed. I ain't smoked no gas since March, nigga. That shit behind me in life. I mean, I don't smoke nothing. Don't drink, don't smoke.
Nice.
But, yo, what time we weighing in?
8 a.m.
And what?
8
a.m. Saturday?
8 a.m. And you have to see the doctor. You got to weigh in,
what?
see what you mean for what? Make sure you fucking fit. Make sure you legit.
Oh, all right. Oh, all right. 8 a.m. Saturday or Friday?
Say what?
8 a.m. Saturday or Friday?
8 a.m. Saturday. This ain't pros. You weigh in the same day you fight.
Same day, right?
Yeah.
Hey, shit. Hey. And what time we fighting? Like, what time you think we fighting?
Probably 11:30 first fight, but shit ain't gonna start till like 12.
Oh, all right. Say no more. Say no more. Yeah, I'm ready. I mean, I can't wait. I mean, only thing I want to wear red gloves so they can match my trunks. But
I don't think that should be an issue.
Yeah, I got some hard trunks, man. Got the patches on there. We going crazy, man. We about to smoke dudes. It's over. Always. I don't even want to say. I'm gonna save it to tomorrow for the show. But as far as this topic, you seen Fundora say he fighting somebody else in the fall. So that's like a letdown.
I seen his manager say that. I mean, his promoter said that. But that's
yeah,
all
promoter.
That's all part of the negotiations, man. That's trying to be hard. Play hardball in the negotiations. Make sure they give you the right money.
Man, the money gonna be there.
Don't forget that's just paying step aside money.
Okay.
To the
mandatory. I was
mandatory.
gonna say Fundora. I was gonna just shit on him like he ain't for the people if he ain't trying to put this fight on. That'd be the biggest fight. But if we can't see Fundora Boots Fundora, I want to see Haney move up and challenge Boots for them 2 belts, man. I think that'd be a crazy fight. I think they could run it back at the Barclays or bring that shit to Vegas. That'd be a crazy ass fight right there. And I probably got Boots in that fight too. I ain't picking against Boots no more. It's over. Who would you have if they fought Boots versus Haney? Who would you have winning that fight?
Boots.
Yeah, I got Boots too, man. He like I say, he too creative for Haney. Unless Haney show me something that I haven't seen.
Haney got to show me he could take that power. That's just the bottom line. This kid, he's walking through motherfuckers.
I don't even think it'd be that. I think it'd be
crazy.
The
Right, he dropped Xander 3 times and stopped him. Of course it's the power. He hit Xander with so many punches, Xander wasn't even punching back. He was just sitting there like, you know.
But that's the inexperience. Yeah, Xander 23.
You're right. Xander didn't clinch not one time. Haney's gonna clinch.
Haney is gonna be. But Haney gonna clinch. He gonna spin around. He gonna.
But that's what we need to see. How strong Haney is in that clinch, and because
he took a hook from Brian Norman too.
Yeah, for sure. But bro, come on, man. Brian Norman ain't doing what Boots doing, bro. It's just not the same.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That's
like you said, even if it is the same, the experience not. The experience is not.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You still hear me? I just got
I
a
hear you.
call. Yeah. I think it's gonna come down to experience, and a lot of that shit with Boots getting caught. I think that was a lot of him. It was the bright lights. Maybe it was getting the Boots. Haney been in a lot of them
I
big
don't know
fights
about
where
bright lights. Nah, he just a
not
fighter.
like bright lights. He was doing a lot. He was turning, like looking at the crowd, he was doing a lot in there, like not playing, but he trying to be a showman.
Yeah, but
And
that's
them
him
title
though. That's what makes him him.
Yeah, but you can't be doing that. Haney not gonna be like Haney gonna make that shit. I said I got the fight wrong. I picked Xander to make it a boring fight. Haney really gonna make that shit a boring jab, clinch, turn you around, fight on, get gritty on the inside. Boots gonna really have to like dial in on the fundamentals and don't be trying to do too much. Cause everybody say Haney pillow fisted. Haney hit you on that button, bro. I don't know, man. He dropped Norman. I don't know if Boots could take that power from Haney. And everybody talk about Haney, but he a big dude, bro. Like, he a big dude. So I don't know, man. That'll be a good ass fight, and that'll make for like a good topic one day if they do make that fight, man. Because everybody gonna be coming out talking about this and that. But man, I'm ready, man. July 4th. It's gonna be fucking fireworks, man. We probably gonna steal the show. Me and Old Wiz gonna steal the show. I don't know if his technique is like that. I don't know how he's gonna if he gonna stay tight. I don't know if he gonna get sloppy. He might get tired. I don't know what he gonna do, but I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be there. But that's my call though, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna see y'all niggas. You heard? It's going down July 4th. Richo versus Old Wiz. That's my call though, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right, champ. Omaha, Mike, what it do?
Boxing boys.
What up?
What up, Mr. Kid?
How are you?
We still talking about. Oh, I'm good.
All
We still
week,
talking
man.
about
All
Boots,
week.
bro.
New star
Man,
is
that shit
born.
happened. Man, no, that shit
New
happened a week
star is
ago. We gotta
born,
move
man.
on, bro. We got big fights this weekend in Cleveland, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got my boy Shoo going up, man. Y'all overhyping this bullshit. Y'all overhyping it, man. Y'all overhyping it, man.
You
But
can't
no,
help
let's
but
get to
hate. You can't help
it. Yeah,
but
I'm,
hate.
I'm, I'm hating. I'm most definitely hating. I'm most definitely hating. But let's get to it. I feel like the next best fight for Boots, if he don't fight for Endura, Vergil, go back to Philly. He should take Charlo for the culture, bro. Philly gonna buy that all day, every day. And I feel like they said they want some hood nigga boxing and shit. You already know Charlo gonna sell that motherfucker. And everybody, hey, and you already know he ain't on the good side of nobody. So people will love to see Boots beat the shit out of Charlo. And we threw Charlo away. Y'all gotta realize Charlo was the last undisputed at 154. And he went up and you know what I'm saying? He sold himself out for Canelo. So I feel like he's still a player in the game. I feel like that'd be a good one for Boots in Philly too. Take him to Philly. Boots versus Charlo. That'd be a great fucking fight. What I gonna say? Devin Boots? Nah. I mean, it sounds good, but nah. He he ain't got the he ain't, Dev ain't got the power to keep Boots off of him. So it'll just get ugly, bro. It'll get ugly. Shit, you could put Boots in there with fucking Ryan Garcia with all the ostering you want. Boots gonna beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia. I don't think they're ready for that shit, and that's cool though. He ain't gotta be. They in two different weight classes. But it'll be a big fight just for the entertainment value. But nah, not
I
right now.
like the
Maybe later in
Ryan
their
fight.
career.
I like the Ryan fight. He talked a lot, man.
Ryan and Boots?
Yeah.
No, bro. No, bro. Ryan ain't no, bro. If Boots this nigga that we saying he is, no, bro. Ryan Garcia ain't ready for Boots. But Ryan Garcia get his ass murdered in that fucking ring. Ryan Garcia got to pick and choose real widely, bro. Let's keep it real. He got the good face value. He got the public perception as a real main event and all that shit. But when it comes to being in there with a real fighter, nah. Fuck no. Hell, he ain't ready for no Boots. Never. Don't even think about that. It's certain fighters like Ryan Garcia, Barrios. And there's other ones too. They got the look, but them niggas ain't no real fighter. You can't put them in a dog fight. You got to pick and choose to make them look good to keep that whatever you want to call it. Just no, hell no, no, hell to the no. Boots. I want to see Boots and Fundora. But I don't think we're gonna get that shit. They said they in the fucking negotiations, but I don't believe that bullshit, bro. I don't know, man. Boost look dangerous right now. He dangerous right now, but we ain't gonna overhype this shit. Enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? Enough is enough. I heard they say what they say. So many niggas making an excuse about Boost getting hurt and shit too. Now it's okay for a nigga get hurt and come back and bounce back. But every time we talk about Terrence Crawford, they he got hit.
Remember, Ryan got that blessing too. When he got hurt by Campbell, they made him a hero for knocking out Campbell. That's what happens when you can knock a dude out
I
after
feel
you
you, but
get
I'm not a
hurt.
fan. I'm not a fan of Ryan, bro. I just it's a high. It's like I don't know. He's just pumped up, bro. He manufactured. They build him to be that shit, bro. He a good celebrity or whatever you want to call it, that shit. But when it comes to this fighting shit, fuck no, bro. Hell no. No, I don't see it with Ryan, bro. We gotta maybe I guess it's with the Boots. Same thing with Boots. I just gotta become a believer. He gotta make me a fan. You can't tell me that he good. I'm gonna be a fan. No, you gotta earn me as a fan. And Boots earning me as a fan. I gotta admit, if he keep moving like he moving, he earning me as a fan. I really threw a lot of hate at Boots because they was using Bud name and to build him, and then they weren't showing no respect. And that's another thing Bud said in that interview with Sean Porter. He was like, I was showing Boots mad love in the back, coming to the back and all that shit. And then all of a sudden they start talking crazy about him and shit. It was like, and dude makes like, that's the only thing I
Bruh,
don't like about
fighters
Boots is
always
that,
with
bro.
the bullshit. Start talking crazy. Bruh, I want to fight you. That ain't crazy. I need to make
But
money. I
he
got
don't want to
kids
fight
too.
him though,
I
bro.
got
But I ain't
kids
even trying to
too.
be on Bud. I ain't even trying to
Fuck
get on
out
it,
of
but no,
here.
but that's not
Every
the
time a
thing though, bro.
motherfucker want to fight is disrespectful, man. I got
But
kids.
listen,
I got dreams. I got goals.
I feel you, but he don't want to fight him though. Obviously, bro. And that's the thing though. Bud been really throwing this nigga bait, bro. He really sparing him, and I'm keeping it real with you right here, Ness. He really sparing him. Cause really, he want Booth. If Booth want that fight, Bud gonna give it to him. But if Booth be cool and just he gonna let him live, bro. I promise you. He really sparing him. That's why he throwing his bait out there. He says shit every time. He want Booth to say some crazy shit. But if he don't, he gonna let him slide. I promise you, that's what it is, bro. He throwing the bait. He done did it like 3 times in the last 3 weeks. He throwing the bait out right before his fight, right after his fight. He throwing bait. He want Boost to say some shit, but Boost ain't doing it. So what he gonna say? He's like, fuck, I'm gonna let him slide. I'm gonna let him slide. If he want to slide, I'm gonna let him slide. But I'm giving you the opportunity. If you really want it, you got an opportunity, nigga. I promise you, that's what it is right there, bro. He giving you the opportunity. If you really want it, say something, nigga. That's what he's doing. And you know how he was on that nigga Manny Pacquiao heels? He doing that same shit. But Boots ain't making a move like Bud was talking that shit. He giving him opportunity. You know what I'm saying? We gonna let him live. If he don't want it, we gonna let him live. We ain't gonna bully the nigga. But at this point, it's bullying him if he keep talking shit at him. You know what I'm saying? He letting Boots make the next move. It's on Boots. Believe that. Believe that. But it is what it is. Boots, you got a new fan in me. I say you about 2 or 3 fights away from me being a real fan of you, Books, because you do go in there and you act the ass in that motherfucker. And that's the type of shit I like, especially when it comes to the boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? I like niggas that get in there and show the fuck out. And that's what he do. He say in and out like a robbery. And he living up to that shit. Tick tock. Do your fucking thing. I respect it. But if you want that real work, say that nigga name, bro. You know what I'm saying? You already know how I'm rocking, and you know who I'm rocking with. 7 days a week, twice on a Sunday, nigga. Y'all know what the fuck going on. It's all the fucking way. And that's that dude, Chris Johnson. They said he had, I forgot what they said. AS, what they call it? They said he had AS.
ASL?
What it is it? Yeah, bro. He was shit. This nigga, he had the most yards in one season. Chris Johnson used to be a running back for Tennessee Titans, bro. Cold. He was a little nigga, but he was fast as fuck. And nothing, bro. Like one day he woke up, bro, and he couldn't like feel like he said he was feeling weakness in his hand and shit. And they was thinking like maybe it was from football or maybe he strained a muscle or some shit. But then all of a sudden, bro, he, like all his muscles just started deteriorating and shit, bro. Like pretty much like all your muscles deteriorate. It started becoming hard for you to swallow all kind of shit, bro. He young, bro. He literally just retired, maybe like 5, 6 years ago, and he was still young. He was still active, but running backs' life in the NFL ain't that long. Like they only got about 5 to 10 years if you good to be a running back. But yeah, bro, he just shit. All of a sudden, that disease hit him, bro. And they showed a little interview. You know how running backs they fit. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a big running back, but he a football player. He fit. But if you see him now, bro, he look all shriveled up and it look crazy. I see him like it don't even look like him really, bro. I was like, damn. He must have been going through it. But I think he like just came public, like out for people to see it like last 2, 3 days or some shit like that. But it was crazy, bro. That shit been going viral everywhere. His name Chris Johnson, bro. He played for the Tennessee Titans. Like, that shit crazy, man. But shout out to the motherfucking boxing boys, though, man. You keep doing your motherfucking thing. But we got my boy Jaron. Breaking news, Jaron is a motherfucking Portland Trailblazer now. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Just a little headliner. And guess what, Ness? We might be getting LeBron James over there with Steph Curry and AD in the Bay, man. Keep your fingers crossed. Sports doing good. I'm just giving you some breaking news.
What
I know you don't
is
like this
that? I
sports
don't
shit.
even know what you're talking about.
Oh man, hey, the chat know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the boxing boys. Shout out to Next to Gibbs, man. Hey man, let's talk some Abdullah. Shout out to that boy Barry, man. It's fight week, man. Put Boost did his thing, but let him rest. Let him do his thing. Let's talk about some real boxing. If we gonna
You
talk about
hating on
Abdullah,
Boots, man.
hey, man, let's get some new shit in, man. My nigga Bud did great shit. Y'all trying to end it real quick. Talk about Canelo and Buffalo, and then y'all moved on to the taking, not take, but the Devin and the Brian Norman shit. Let's move on.
Your
Let's get
feelings
this
hurt.
Abdullah, Tiger Johnson, Albert
Bud
Bell. Shout
fans
out to
so
that
mad
boy
Boots took
Tree.
his spot.
No, man, this is a
We gotta
boxing
move
show. This is
on,
the
man. We gotta
boxing
move on. We
boys,
got other
man.
callers, man.
Hey, keep doing your
We need
thing,
that.
bro.
What's that? I think it was Joel Santana had that jealousy. Yeah, that jealousy song. You know what I mean? Like, damn, let that man get that shiz on. You know, he been waiting, bruh. He was calling motherfuckers out, calling Earl out. People was not beat. It was not beat, bruh. They wasn't giving him an opportunity. So, you know. We got Big Balls Bandalorian. What it
Yeah, what up,
do?
man?
What up?
Yeah, man, that is crazy what Mike was talking about. Yeah, cause he from Chris Johnson, he from Orlando. I know you don't know all this stuff. And then I'm a obviously Jacksonville Jaguars fan for the NFL. So literally I grew up watching Chris Johnson stuff. That is crazy because he real young. Like I think he probably younger than you, honestly. He probably around that 39, 38-ish age, if he's not 40. And yeah, it's crazy. It's like a couple months ago he was good. Now he what you call it, can't talk no more. Got to use the computer, everything, and it's bad. Though. They said he only got a few months. Like they told him he could take the medication and stuff and extend his life, but they told him and his wife to get his affairs in order. So it's tough, man. To
Damn,
see
that's crazy.
when you see stuff like that, it's like you always say. You think about people, kids, because his sons and stuff, they teens too. So they gonna really feel this. You know what I'm saying? Like I think his sons in like high school and stuff. So that's tough. But it's unfortunate. That's why like everybody say. Appreciate every day we above ground. Never know. That's that one appointment we all can't reschedule. You feel me? So, but I ain't get a call in yesterday. I know it was hectic, and I kept hearing you say that. She was like, "Hey man, I got to get to the gym. I'm trying to get out of
I
here.
ain't
All
even
that
get
stuff."
to the gym, bro. That show was so long, bro.
Yeah,
That shit threw me all off.
it's crazy. I was driving all day, and I kept coming back in and back out. I was like, I'm gonna try and pop in, man. You weren't lying. It was loaded. Like Discord was loaded, hands up everywhere. So I was like, it was cool, but yeah. So I'm like, I always say, I'm like a young old head. You know how you be talking about, you be watching shows and stuff. That's gonna take you a while to finish them. So that's how I am, right? So I finally finished this show, Nemesis. If y'all like the street shit on Netflix, y'all watch Nemesis. Damn good show. It's another one of them, I think 50 Cent or whatever it is, Courtney Kemp shows. Good show, damn good show on Netflix. Took me damn near 3 weeks to finish it, but I finally finished it. So in the middle of watching that, so this is why I say this to the street shit, so you don't think I'm on topic. So I forgot I was tired. I was trying to get to it, searching for. I genuinely, I don't know why in my mind I cannot remember if all the black media people was there when Shakur had fought Tio. I genuinely just do not remember. I don't know if I was just too in the zone, enjoying myself. What I do not remember. But the reason I say that is because I remember for a fact they were there when Bud fought Canelo. The dude Speedy, he was out there, Complex Sports, all them. So when Brandon Maurice and Tone and all them, they keep talking about this hood and street box and stuff. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I know, obviously, we know they out there with Tank. Obviously, we seen that. You said you done been to Tank fights, them shits, movies, everything, but seeing that with Boots fight, that shit was crazy. Online, World Star Hip Hop was out there, Complex Sports, and I'm like Boots, he got it. He finna take that torch when they say that next black face and all that major face of boxing and all that stuff. I even see people saying, obviously we know now it was because of he picked Boots picked. If he had to, he said I picked Shakur over Tank, but everybody was saying they was curious if that's why Tank was attacking Boots was because maybe he getting that full black fighter face thing. So I said I don't know, but yeah, that's to see that though. I'm like, I think Boots he really finna take it there. Like I don't know. I don't trip. So like I always say, objective. I'm always objective to everybody. So I like what Tommy Tom had said in his call. Man, shout out to him. He said if Devin don't move up to fight Boots or nothing just because he called out Xander, he said I won't trip on. I always say that, because I know, like you said, yes, I know Shakuri mentioned I could move up and fight a Conor Ben at a 54 and all that, and like you said, he did say I'll always move up for Conor Ben because he a lick and all that. But like Tone said, realistically, I always say the cherry picking thing, me and you, but now it's the daring to be strategic thing. So that's all. If Devin was not to move up there, I wouldn't trip at all. We're not forcing him to do that. Because I did see Bill, he was talking to Wallow before the fight. He told me, you know what it is? You know what Debo came here to see? And, we supposed to see what it's going to be easy work. After that fight, Bill was long gone. Got up out of there. So, we know how that goes. But, again, like I said, I'm objective, so I ain't tripping on them if they don't make that happen. We don't know right away. Because, like I said before, I don't think Boots finna fool around. I think Boots gonna try and get those undisputed fights done or whatnot, and then he gonna get up out of there, out of 54. So with that, with how to fight winning stuff Saturday, I was surprised myself. That's why I told you this your reaction and stuff. I said that gotta go in the archives. So you finna turn Xander last name to Garcia. You talking about Xander say he see something. That motherfucker say he see something. I was over here rolling, man. I said, man. But we always talk about this thing, and I said, you see, I had tweeted this stuff Saturday. I said, you see, this why I always be saying that you don't talk shit. Fighters is different. They gonna do what they gonna do, but the fans, talking shit about an opponent beforehand, but then after the fight, you be wanting credit and stuff. I said, you see, fans, because Xander, he surprised a lot of people. And I'm just happy that my boy getting his love and his credit. But my thing though, right, Ness, everybody keeps saying he quit, couldn't. I heard calls and stuff saying the other day like he couldn't follow the game plan and all that. I think he could, but it was something you said yesterday. I said nobody really zeroed in on it. You was talking about how he had his legs a little bit. See, you the only person who said that, and I picked up on that too. Even no, I'm lying. Tio said it after the fight. Shout out to Fight Hub. They interviewed. He said, I think Xander had his legs a little bit, but I don't think he had them enough. There's no excuses. You signed the contract, better yet, you even make the weight, what you're supposed to do professional, that's on you. Make that big cut, that's on you. It is what it is. Shout out to my boy Xander for being a professional, make and everything. But I think when he made the weight cut, it zapped his legs. Then, like he said, when Boots caught me in the first round, he said it took my legs away. Then he said I was trying to find him. And then even Tio, like I said, Tio said that after the fight, he said after Xander had got up, he said I think it took him a couple rounds, and that's why he got him in that third round. But he literally I don't think he could box. He just couldn't do it. Shit, I don't think he had it in him to do it. He probably wanted to, but he probably needed them legs for that back half. Because remember I told you I think everybody was gambling on Xander gassing out within the back half of the fight anyway, which you see it almost made it there, stopped in the seventh. Arguably, me really realistically could have stopped in the fifth, but Xander was coherent enough, because we heard Javi asking him, like, are you good? Which round are we in? Xander said, we're going into the sixth. I'm good. So that's the big thing where I'm like, I don't understand all the quitting and all that stuff, but I think Xander just literally did what he could do. I think he gave. I do like how you was breaking it down in round one. Round one just said he a perception thing. That's his perception just off from yours, because I think he comprehend everything you were saying. He just perceives stuff so different. Cause y'all that argument y'all was having yesterday was I was like, yeah, I don't know. I was like round one don't get it. Cause I'm damn sure biased. You black, you
But
from
he
the hood,
never
I'm
he
moving.
never gets it. It's
No, I
crazy.
know. That's why I was like, I don't get how he didn't get what you were saying. I was like, it's just a perception thing. I'm like, it's no way he don't comprehend you. I said he just perceiving this so different because you broke it down perfectly. You Puerto Rican, you going for the Puerto Rican, you biased. It is tribalism, but it is biased too. It's as simple as that. But I was like, man, yeah, round one was wild. But yeah, because I'm trying to wrap up my phone. So with Whitney, I think Xander he got overwhelmed that last knockdown or whatever. When he took the knee, I think he literally his legs just gave out on the pull it in. That's why when I heard it called yesterday and I said, yeah, no, I don't think he got it though. Because they waved it off literally at 3. When Xander was shaking his head, yeah, he was like, I understand. Because as soon as he hit the knee and Harvey was like, are you done? He was shaking his head, yeah, because Javi was already on the apron. Javi had already, as soon as he was like, because they like, man, it was enough. So, so I'm like, all in all, it is what it is. I do think that is one of the fights where they end up meeting again, and I say like probably 2028. I'm hoping Xander take his ass up to 160 to hell with that rematch clause. Um, Shout out to Big Money. I heard y'all talking about it. Big Money, you was tripping earlier. You said Rashidi Ellis fought Rancis Barthélemy. No, that was Frank Martin who fought him. I know you meant Javier Fortino, but you had me lost over there. I had to go and look that up. You had me tripping when you said that. I said, damn, I thought Rancis was at 140. But so with that, I think that might not be bad, honestly. That might not be bad if you do the Rashidi Ellis thing. But so this is my thing right now. So I remember so Erbal Hadjabis, that's how you pronounce his name. And like Vegas said, he fought out of there in Florida, down there in Miami. The Albanian. He fought Bakri Samake. Shit, he lost me money. He upset Samake. I thought Samake was gonna win that fight. I mean when they just fought in earlier this month in June or something like that. Because Samake, that's one of Frank Warren fighters, yeah. So they actually said it immediately after that fight. And I said, Mauricio, you got to stop this. That damn WBC interim being a standing champion, that shit got to stop. Because they literally said it. They said that is now the mandatory challenger. They said not the interim. I said, this shit got to stop. So Saturday, I had done at Rick Marigan, at Vergil Ortiz, and I told him to take that route. Well, I tweeted that same night when when he had upset Bakary Samake, I said, they got to get this deal done to unify right now. I said, because Fundora and Sampson, them, I said, they'll definitely take this fight. And we see they look like they're going to take it. So it's not even a duck to me because that shit was expected. But I ain't mad at it because I think everybody, when one got a mandatory, just get all the mandatories out the way. So another thing what Big Money has said, see, a lot of people, I thought so too. Remember, they never got to WBO mandatory. Hit Boost was going to be the mandatory, but for in order to not even have to go to the bids and all that stuff. Remember, they got the deal done beforehand, so he relinquished the WBA interim title. So he was WBO voluntary. So the WBO actually has a mandatory up. So it's kind of Gustavo Olivieri because I'm with one of these callers said I can't remember who, might have been Big Money himself. Like he said, contact Eddie and them then if you want to fight. You know why? Because Gustavo Olivier and I said on your show, I don't know how many times that you done beat top rate competition, top rated. So that who Virgil done beat? He done beat Erickson Lubin and he done beat Israel Madrimal. If he petitions and he releases that WBC interim title, I feel full fledged. No reason why they wouldn't, because we remember they did, like somebody else said too. Virgil and Oscar. Well, we'll say Oscar. I'm gonna give Virgil his benefit of the doubt. Oscar turned down them 2 WBO Mandos at 147 for Terrence Crawford. That is true. But the WBO, they for certain. I don't see why they wouldn't allow him to be that mandatory so he can finally get Jaron Boosie. That's it, man. That's my call, Ness. I'll holler at you. Appreciate it,
All
man.
right, champ. Appreciate you. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Discord available. X Spaces available. Zoom also available if you want to use that. Landline available if you're trying to use that. We got RX Goon. Welcome to the prospect level. Mr. Savi, $2. Vito Milanecki versus Ammo Williams, 9-4. Damn, good fight. That's crazy. It took Matchroom to put Vito in a real fight. Ain't that Vito's first real fight? Politically incorrect, $2. Haney gonna straddle Boots so he don't get KO'd. Crying out loud emoji. Philly fighter, $10. Buddy sound crazy. He don't know boxing. You might be talking about Mike. You gotta remember he's Crawford's buddy, so he's biased. It's me, Rock Lee, $2. Yeah, guys, listen to Omaha Mike. His boyfriend Bud told him. Whoa. Discord available. X Spaces available. Yeah, I don't know this that. Whatevers. Discord available. X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. JP, Las Vegas. What up?
Yo. Yeah. Hey man,
Put the clock
Devin.
on, so you're gonna be long.
No, of
Oh
course not.
shit! You in the gym?
No, I'm not in the gym.
That
I'm
is that looks like a picture of a muscular arm, like you're trying to change your life.
Bro, I've been like that. I just don't. Y'all just don't know it. It's a secret. It's a secret. Don't tell nobody. It's all
I
right.
don't know. We gotta see. As you would say, the grand reveal. So you want the clock because you feeling like you about to burn.
No, I want the clock because these niggas ramble too fucking much and be
Oh.
talking for 7 minutes straight. And you know, I'm from the old school, Ness. I'm a professional at this shit. I get this shit wrapped up in 3 minutes and hand you the shit with a bow on it. You feel me? Make these niggas be professional. You feel me? I'm from the old school with this shit, where we only had to call in 2 days a week, and you had to wasn't no paying your way. You either could burn or you could not burn. That's how it was on the TVB back in the day. This new shit, these niggas talk for 7 minutes straight, and all this shit. Anyway, Devin, stay far as fuck away from Boots. The thing about going up in weight, fighting a guy up in weight, you know that you might be giving up power and size. But what you're banking on is your skill set being better than the heavier man. And that won't be the case with Boots. You'll be going up in weight, fighting a guy that hits harder than you, faster than you, more agile than you. You lose every attribute going up in weight to fight that guy. When guys go up in weight like Roy Jones did, he picked the right dude. Let me go up there and get John Ruiz. Alexander Usyk, his advantage for all this time at heavyweight has been he's more agile, being a smaller guy, having a small man's skill set, fighting big guys. That doesn't work as well in smaller weight classes because the weights are lower, and the guys at the next class may have that smaller man's skill set also. That's one of the reasons right there. So Devin, stay far away from that man. Fundora. I was at the Fundora fight with Keith Thurman. I was close to Ness. I think it was at the Michelob Ultra. Dog, this nigga like a clock in the ring. And I think we get mixed up on this triangle theory shit. I think a lot of people looked at what Madrimov, not Madrimov, Karen was able to do with Boots and said, hey, Xander, he could move too. So Xander would have that same success, and Xander is better than Karen, so he can win. It's not how it works, dog. And so everybody, when we talk about Fundora, they bring up all these people who hurt him in the past. And then they look and say, well, if they could do it, Boots could do it. It don't work like that. When I was at that Fundora fight, of course, we all thought Keith thought he was going to be elusive and run around the ring. The first thing I seen is that Fundora can basically stand in the middle of the ring like a clock and just pivot around the ring while you're doing all this shit on the edge of the ring. He's pivoting around, making you work. That that strategy is not going to work against Fundora, and that's why you get drugged into a fight. I don't know if Boots is ready for that type of drag out fight. Can he win? Yes. But I don't know because it's going to be the fight of his life. Every fight Fundora's in, somebody got to die. Somebody could lose their career, especially if you want to take it there. And he willing to take it there every time. He ain't been willing not to take it there. So before you fight Fundora, ask yourself, am I willing to go there? Am I willing to lose my career fucking with this? It could happen because this guy, he willing to go there. But I just think I would love that fight. Bring it to me. But and I'm gonna pay for it. That was my first $74.99 I paid for this year. But I'll be more than willing to pay for that. But that's about all I got though, Ness. I'm out. Make these niggas be a pro.
You the man. Khaled, Indiana.
Yo, Ness.
What up?
What up? Salute. All right, real quick. If we get any of them fights, as far as the unification scraps, I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? What I think is gonna happen, I don't think it's gonna happen this year. I think that Fundora gonna look to fight on some PBC shit, see what's happening with Earl Spence, see what's happening with Charlo. I think they're gonna be on their sides of the street shit. I think that Josh Kelly, he got a fight July 25th. I don't think Eddie Hearn about to serve him up to Boots yet. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what he say, he still got a UK alliance to look out for the UK guys. So I don't think he gonna serve him up yet because Boots could have been fought him. But they letting him do a little hometown fighting over there. So I don't think that's gonna happen. So what I think is more likely to happen is Boots go back to Philly as the two-time unified champ, fight a Rashidi Ellis, fight a Brandon Adams, stop one of them in Philly, sell it out. You know what I'm saying? And then that'll probably be the route 2027. We can look to unify, you know what I'm saying, after we see what's going on. Vergil Ortiz should probably look to fight Fundora or just get some type of hardware first, because if you try to fight Boost now, they was trying to give you 50-50 first. If you try to fight Boost now, it's definitely not going to be no 50-50 shit. They going to tell you 80-20, nigga, 90-10, 70-30. You've never been a champ in no weight class. I am the unified champ. You was on Twitter talking shit, nigga, 80-20, 90-10, take it or leave it. You have no leverage here. You been out the ring for a year. So he should try to find him a belt. So it's a lot of shit that got to sort itself out first as far as money, matchups, and all that type of shit. Then, we can see what happened. But Boots was in a hard-ass fight. And I know he beat him, but that was a tough physical fight where he got hurt. He got his head snapped back. I think he might have hurt his hand. He needed to take a break. He had a tough-ass camp. Take a break. Go back to Philly. Get you a nice little tune-up homecoming fight. Sell that bitch out of when you the hottest that you ever been. Yeah, man, just do it like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with it. Hey, yo, we all need to get behind a Jaron Boots Ennis. Devin Haney, stay far away from Jaron Boots Ennis. You don't see nothing. You're not going to outbox nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like your skill set not going to carry you up there. So, whatever you think you saw, you didn't see it. You didn't see it. So just stay far away. All that shit sound good in interviews and all that type of shit. He'll stop you brutally. That's with all due respect to you, because I think you're a hell of a fighter. But you should stay away from Jaron Boots Ennis. He will stop you brutally. All that shit sound good. Bill Haney is a great pre-light motor. You stay away from him. For real. Ness, shout out to you. Shout out to Boxing Voice. Shout out David Benavidez, Jaron Boots Ennis, Bam Rodriguez, Lamont Roach, and maybe Abdullah Mason if he can stop Albert Bell this weekend. But you got to stop him if you're going to be one of them guys. Ness, that's my call, bro. Thank you.
You the man, champ. You the man. Appreciate you. Discord available. X Spaces available if you're looking to call in. Now is the time. But hopefully you getting your 150 ounces of water in like me. So this is your opportunity to take that break. Welcome back to another edition of Border Wars 17 Atlanta.
Listen up, live chat, power chat, team on said it's a mismatch. That motherfucker got game, yo. He got game like a crackhead from the 80s and 90s. Word is
It's a
born.
mismatch that ain't even no comparing. Step through the ropes and I got everybody staring. Hold my cardies, I might have to do some damage. Got these in the Midwest and then flew straight to Atlanta. Shout out Wisconsin. I just hit up OCs in the spots where I can find them. I hope you on your piece, cause I got power like Itama. And the next gon' drop a bomb, but he ain't flex a DJ Trauma. Flex a DJ Drama. Clear the ring. I see my op is about to be some flower bringing. Under the lights, you know I gotta do my thing. Then put his lights out when I hear that bell thing. I put his lights out, you can hear his girl scream. His face bruising, left gave him a nosebleed. It might be in the gloves, I swear they control me. It's like I'm playing fight night, how I slip and I roll weed. He was walking with cold feet, all I half stepping. That was set for 3, but he ain't make it to the second. That was set for the we ain't gotta bring the reffin'. Punish Paul Williams, then style on him like I'm Hector. They ring that bell and then I turn into a warrior. Straight shots to that body, he like laundry, how I fold him up. Baby, this TBV, come get up on this tour with us. Yeah, there's border wars, but you don't want no war with us.
This is how you push it together, man. Mozzie put me with the move makers and shakers in Atlanta, and he got shit done in a fucking weekend. That's how you know you plug, when you could get dates on a Sunday, bruh.
I think he leaking. This jab feel like a stab. Who gon' pick up where I leave him? I flick that like some Astro. That hardiness I needed. Turn that volume up. I keep it high like Benavides. You know they turn that volume up when they hear Mozzie in they speakers. You wear Jordans in that ring. We gon' beat you for your sneakers. I'm so smooth with the counter. I'm a stylist. How I'm weaving. This that water walker. You know I move like Aquafina. They ring that bell and then I turn into a warrior. Straight shots to that body, he like laundry, how I fold him up. Baby, this TBV, come get up on this tour with us. Yeah, there's border wars, but you don't want no war with us.
Man, listen, ain't no motherfucker getting off on me like that. You crazy.
Yeah, man, but when I send that fire, bro, that's the song I want to play, man. I don't be playing these other songs, man. But yeah, that's the song. When I send that fire for that Mozzie, that's that song, though.
I see Dub. What up? Alumni, man. Always good to hear my long-time callers, man. I miss Info Joe, man. What up, champ?
Yo, we here. I don't know what was going on yesterday. And it's just like I always come in and say how the audio, right when I think I can stop saying this shit, I have audio issues. But yeah, man. Info Joe, man, swing through, man. Come through, man. Yo, salute TBV. Smash that like button, it's free. Do something with yourself. Salute to the community. Ness, Skipper, Solo Dolo, Scarface Manolo, huh?
You know it.
All good, man. Yeah, what we need to do is, what's next for Boots? Let's do process of elimination. It's not going to be Bud, but he to stay retired, focus on his TV analyst shit. You know what I'm saying? We know he all wrong for Bud. Prime Lion, Bud, need to enjoy retirement and stop sending shots at Boots before people ask you to get in the ring. We know it's not Devin. It was Devin the dream. It was a dream to put Boots on the list. He need to wake up, erase that name. If it was pinned, he need to scratch it out. If he don't got no whiteout, he need to get some scissors and cut that name out. Devin, focus on Undisputed at 147. You got a tough fighter in Keyshawn right in front of you. We don't need to talk about Vergil. I don't know why people still bringing up Vergil, and he got an arbitration case coming up, right? We don't know what's going on with Vergil. The biggest fight we're looking forward to for Vergil is the court date. That's the next battle. That's the next exciting fight we're looking forward to see for Vergil. Is how that arbitration case going to go. What's going to happen when that gavel hit. That's what we can't wait to that update. So I don't know why we mentioning Vergil. Fundora is the fight people want to see. Josh Kelly. I think he's going to beat Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly box, but he was almost stopped by the other guy. I forget the name, Bachroom or something like that. So he barely made it out of that. Think Boots will get through him. It just always seems to go through the PBC, don't it? Like for these top fighters that want to be the man and want to be known as the next in boxing. It's a funny thing, man. A company that they say going out of business It's I don't know. It's fascinating. You still got to go through the PBC. Still got to go check in with Fundora. Fundora got to see Boots or Shakur. Got to see Tank in order to be known as that guy. You know, Boots is top 5 right now. You know, pound for pound. I got him in there. You know, we got to say, I got to be like Thanos and look at Xander and say what Thanos said to Iron Man. And Xander, man, I hope they remember you. Like, this is what's wrong with boxing. We cannot discredit saying, okay, maybe Xander wasn't like that. No, Xander's like that. Boots just special. Boots just special. It got to be a loser. You know, Alabama lose to Ohio State. No, Alabama wasn't like that. No, Ohio State just special. When number 1 loses to number 2 or number 2 loses number 1, it's going to be a winner and a loser. That don't mean the other one wasn't like that. It just the other one won on that night. We can't discredit Xander for being that young, not having to fight Boots, and getting in the ring willing to put it on the line. Let's remember him. Let's get behind. Let's be biased, like round 1 was. Like he explained he was, and people just pointed out the obvious. Let's be biased and let's get behind Xander on his next couple of fights. Let's not throw him away. You know what I'm saying? That's what we should do. Ben Whitaker is here to stay. He made a spectacular showing in the U.S. You know, seems like he's serious now. Keep David Benavidez away from him. Let's not burst that bubble yet. You know, let's see Buwatsi. Yeah, let's see that. That's what we want to see. The next big fight for being the next test. Let's see him getting that Buwatsi. I don't know if Khalil Cole is cruiser or light heavy. But, you know, Khalil Cole, you know, somewhere up in there. Let's keep him at that level, that range, and it's all good, man. We got Fundora. As you can see, Fundora is picked. Some people are picking Fundora to beat Boots. Just like some people was picking Xander. I'm not sure why Bud said nobody was picking Xander to beat Boots. People saw the openings that Karen had exposed, and a lot of people thought Xander was going to be able to capitalize on what Karen was not able to. But he wasn't. So, man, high action fight, unbelievable fight. You know, boxing is in a good place. If people are just fans are just do the right thing, you know, not throw away these fighters, acknowledge somebody's when they special talent that Boots is. And you know, it's gonna take time. You know, Fundora got to the side of the street he need to clean up. The tournament, like what boxing needs and don't have, it needs a tournament. I'm not looking forward to just one fight. I want to see people get knocked off, and then the winners and the top meet up. Fundora, knock off Arrow if you're not supposed to be there. Get Jamil out of here, out of the tournament. Boots, go knock off Josh. Fundora and Boots meet up. That's how I should go. That's how it should be. 2027, 2028. Looking forward to it, man. You know, but it's just funny. Still gotta see PBC some type of way, man. Thank you, Al Heyman. Roll out. Salute TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself.
All right. Trees, Toledo, Ohio. What up?
Yow.
Yo.
What up, though? What up, though? Yeah, man. Uh, I want to say, man, I'm hearing guys talking about Boots' next opponent and shit. I'm under the impression, like my man C Dub just said, we not getting no Bud, we not getting no Haney and no shit like this. You know, I like to get wicked with this matchmaking shit. The fighter I want to see him fight, I'm hearing niggas talking Rashidi Ellis. That's solid. But I ain't gonna bullshit, man. Boots and Xander was a little too respectful for me at that press conference and shit. I feel like the people came out to see. The only thing that Xander did to bring fanfare was the fact that he was Puerto Rican. You feel me? He wasn't talking no shit like that. I ain't gonna lie. I want to get Blair Cobbs in that bitch. Blair Cobbs' last fight was at 154, man. I like Blair Cobbs. I know he gonna talk some shit, and I know he gonna come to fight, man. That's Philly versus Philly action. You feel me? Maybe I'm a little. You feel me? I'm stuck on that in-state rivalry shit because you know what the fuck going on this weekend. July 4th, Wallstein Center, Cleveland, Ohio. We got my guy Albert Bell and Zanu about to beat the young pup, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, man, I like to see Blair Cobbs get in the mix, man, with the boots, man. Philly versus Philly shit. And like I say, Blair gonna talk some shit. He gonna make me want to see, man. I know it was a couple of casuals who I know who wouldn't necessarily, you feel me, fucking with the Boots and Xander like that. They like Boots because they seen him on $1 million worth of game type shit. That's what my little cuz was telling him. Like, that's the nigga who was on Gillian Wallow. I know him from that. I don't really fuck with his boxing like that, but shit, I'll watch him. He watched him and then he called me. He like, okay, yeah, I see what they talking about. He's the guy. He's the guy. He for the young niggas right now. But yeah, man. Let's get Blair Cobbs in the mix, man. I like to see that fucking fight. Emiliano Vargas, shout out to him. Beat the hell out of Bryce Mills. Ness, I'm hearing you talking this George Kambosos shit. You trying to get him a former champ and shit like that. I hear you, but fuck it, man. I feel like Top Rank gonna throw him Jermaine Ortiz. Or
Not
shit
me.
like
That's what he calling for.
well, he need to settle down, man. George Kambosos got like 5 losses in the fucking row. Is he even coming off a win? When was his last dub? That's not good marketing. I don't need to see that, man. Unless you're going to Australia to fight the motherfucker Emiliano, then you feel me? Let's not do that. I don't like that kind of shit. Give him the Jermaine Ortiz, you feel me? At least he been in closer fights and shit. I mean, he just got knocked the hell out by Keyshawn, but it's like, fuck, that was expected. You feel me? Go ahead and get in there with Jermaine Ortiz or hell, even in Nahir Albright. I could stand to see some shit like that. You feel me? You on the same trajectory. You got the WBO, you know how they do a Top Rank WBO shit. Do some Nahir Albright action. Fuck it, let's get that popping. But you feel me? Ben Whitaker, my fucking guy. I like Ben Whitaker, Ness. I don't know how you feel about Ben Whitaker. I don't know if you one of these niggas who think that he's what they say, all sizzle, no steak. But we fuck with Ben Whitaker around these parts. I'm hearing guys talking that Najee Lopez shit. Najee Lopez to get beat the fuck up by Ben Whitaker, unfortunately. You feel me? But I want to see Ben Whitaker fight Craig Richards, man. My nigga Spider, man. The wily vet. Get him in there with that motherfucker. Do some, you know, they like that English shit over there. I like Craig Richards. I think he a good boxer, solid boxer. I like Willie Hutchinson for motherfucking Ben Whitaker. I think that'd be a good fight.
Why y'all keep doing these domestic fights as Americans? You're an American. You talking about Hutchinson and this other dude asking for Buatsi. Like,
who the
bro?
No, hold on. Who the fuck do we got in America for the nigga? Who's American?
Bro, you said it. Khalil Cole.
I ain't say that shit.
You did say Khalil Cole. Somebody just said Khalil Cole.
That was C-Dub, but that motherfucker just blew away by like 7 pounds.
Who else? Who beat Khalil Cole? You know what I mean? It's plenty. It's
plenty.
What about Lopez? Motherfuckers that earned it, that deserve it.
I just said Najee Lopez to get beat the fuck up by Ben Whitaker.
I will let him get beat up because at least he earned it. Who is Willie Hutchinson fucking beating? What is he doing?
Beat an undefeated. Ho. He just beat an undefeated fighter in his last fight.
Say his name, man.
Ezra Taylor, who I like a lot, actually. He just beat him. Ezra Taylor was no bum. He was undefeated. Willie Hutchinson just went in there and schooled him. I like Willie Hutchinson, man. That's a good fight, man. I'm just saying. It ain't like you act like that Ben Whitaker about to be over here in America for full time or something. His next fight, I guarantee you, will be
That's the goal. If you're not paying attention, that's the goal.
That motherfucker not coming back here. I mean,
what you talking about? Eddie said that, man. That you know that he is like the next AJ for them.
And how many times did AJ fight over here?
Bruh, because he shit the bed. Did this dude just shit the bed or did he fucking pass? With flying colors.
I hear you, but my nigga, if he's, I don't know. I don't see them bringing him over here like that. That's all I'm saying. If he's a UK fighter, I don't know why the fuck he wouldn't fight.
Damn, per damn Rayfield. Now Samson Lewickovich is saying they ain't even negotiating the Boots fight.
Nigga, we already knew that. The fuck? Niggas knew better than that shit.
Nah, we ain't know that. They announced it was negotiations.
It's boxing, man. We never get the fights we want when we want them. Nigga, we knew that nigga wasn't talking to no Fundora. That shit was a joke. That's boxing soap opera shit. Fodder, nigga. That shit wasn't real. Niggas with sense knew that shit wasn't real. Like I say, this nigga Boots about to fight him with Blair Cobbs in Philly, Rashidi Ellis in Philly, some shit like that. You feel me? Go ahead and present to your people your newly won belts, you feel me? Shit like that. He not about to fight no big fucking fight. That's just what it is. That's boxing for you. You feel me? You gotta show, you bring your motherfucking attraction out in front of his people, nigga, and oh, these are my newly acquired belts, Philly. I'm back. And you're going to fight a guy in that's come on, man. Niggas with sense knew better than that shit. But that's not the point, nigga. The point is, nigga, this weekend, Cleveland, Ohio, Wolstein Center, my nigga. Beat me there, don't meet me there, motherfucker. We are in the building. Toledo, Ohio, we about to tear the roof off this motherfucker. Albert Bale, Alberto Campa, for me, hermanos, you feel me? We about to, man, and the new future campeon, you understand me? But y'all be cool, man. Y'all be cool.
Ay, bandero.
You Ness, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out to you, Ness. Hey, I did call yesterday, bro, because, bro, TPV was packed yesterday, bro.
Yeah, man.
Man, that was busy yesterday. That's Boots' fault, man. Box office, like we said, man. Shout out to Boots, man. Shout out to Xander as well. I mean, he takes two to tango, you know. But yeah, man. Boots was too much for Xander. But Xander like made it a fight still until he couldn't. But yeah, man. I think for me, I've seen some adjustment from Xander though. Like people didn't say that, but I've seen some adjustment from Xander. But then I've seen readjustment from Boots. I mean, Xander at the beginning wanted to kind of like box, but then he realized Boots was too fast. So he started to try to time him, which he managed a little bit, but then Boots managed to counter those counters. And that was a beautiful fight, man. I really loved it. But you know what? I wish Xander was staying. I think he's going to go to 160, but I wish he was staying at 154 and packing up Vergil, because Virgil's been talking too much, man. And I got Xander over Vergil. Because Virgil is not as fast as Boots, man. He punches for sure, but people think that Xander don't punch. He does punch. It's just obviously he's not like a one punch knockout like like Virgil or these guys, but he's still like you get like 2-3 punches from from Xander, you feel it. And to be honest with you, I think Boots is not like a one punch knockout either. He's a knockout artist, but he's the same. It's like you get like a combination of 2-3 punches, and that just like knocks you out or knocks you down. So man, I really want to see that Virgil against Xander against Virgil, so like he could shut him out, man. Because Virgil, that's nasty work that he's been doing. But also, you still hear me, Lance?
Of course.
Yes, sir. But also, I agree with Trees, man. At 175, Najee is the one for me. But otherwise, like, you have more doing in the UK at 175 than in the United States, I believe. But yeah, for me, I'd like to see what's his name, Whitaker against Najee. I think that's a great fight, man. That's a really good fight. But I don't think they're going to do that now. I think that he's probably going to do a
Yo, you all right? You breaking up,
like a
champ.
UK fight
You breaking
first. I
up.
can see him like fighting the
You broke up bad. You broke up bad. You breaking up
hear me now?
again. Hello.
What about now?
Yes, you good.
Yeah, so where did I leave at Ben Whitaker?
I don't even know.
Anyway, I was saying I agree with Trees. Like for Ben Whitaker, it's either Najee or like a UK fighter, and that would be like a Craig Richards, Boazzi. I don't think they're gonna do Yard now. I'd like to see. I think he's ready for Yard, but I don't think they're gonna do Yard now. But yeah, man. But yeah, I want to see that. I want to see Xander packing up Virgil, bro. But that's my call, man. Appreciate you.
All right, champ. All right. Appreciate you. Discord available. X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Last call for them callers. Last call for them callers. Now is the time. If you haven't joined my Telegram community, you can do so by adding me at NestGTO, and I'll send you the link. And we are looking to put together a 4th of July sale, so we are looking for feedback in the community. So join us there so that we can put that together and give you guys time to take advantage of it during the rest of this week and all weekend, right? Because I think 4th of July is on Saturday. But Border Wars is also Saturday. Join me out here in Orlando. It's going to go down. The weather is actually good. We were worried about how hot it was going to be. It isn't that hot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, if you're standing in the sun, and you can tell from my vlog this morning, yeah, it's warm. But if you're indoors, fans are blowing, we should be good. So yeah, man, join us for Border Wars. Is going down this weekend. And Brandon, the link will be live today. I just talked to my good friend at FTWR, and he should be sending me the link when the shirts are live. And this is the final call for the last call. If you're looking to call, now is the time. We got Uncle Tim with the $2. Bud definitely sparring boots. He threw baits out there. He threw baits out. He threw baits out. I mean, why do all that bullshit? Just say you want the fight. It ain't like Turkey and them ain't gonna pay for it. Motherfucking Matchroom will get the money to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? We got White Mike Beats, $5. Devin is supposed to have this special list, but hasn't fought anyone on that list yet. Devin, a clout chaser, laughing my ass off. That's wrong. He fought Ryan. He fought Brian Norman, both on the list. Zuffa just announced that he was in negotiations with Shakur on the list. Tank announced that he called Devin's peoples on the list. White Mike, you're just a fucking hater. Ever since you came to the community, you've been hating on Devin, but it's okay. That's why he beat Brian Norman, who you picked. Rolling with the punches, $5. Salute, big dog. Salute emoji. Much love to all. Rosary emoji. I think when the dust settles, Boots and Xander both won that night. Love emoji. Respect emoji. Zaya's experience. Boots new fans. Hands up emoji. Let's go. Uncle Tim back. Zab yesterday said Boots stay away from Bud and that Bud is a level above him and to stay in his era. It's different level when you call out legends. Amen. If you're Boots, you got to take that gamble. Why? Bud is 30 fucking 8. Give a fuck about special. You 38. If we ever gonna get you, it's now. Keem the Dream. What up? Keem?
Yo, can you hear me?
We hear ya.
What up? What up? I slid in the back door real quick, man. Hey, so really it was for Border Wars, bro. I now have 5 fighters from my gym on the card. We just got another one matched, and I know there was a couple of guys. I told them I work their corner. I will work your corner. I'll definitely do that for y'all. You gotta have a USA coach in the corner, but I ain't wrapping hands this time. Make sure y'all bring your own hand wraps. You know, like the ones you use to spar. They call them the Mexican style hand wraps. Those are legal. You're allowed to wrap those. I'll put some tape around your wrist so you can sign off on it. They all will be good. But yeah, I'm not wrapping hands this time. And I'm
Damn,
be
even
honest
if
with you
they
with
paying?
Yeah, I ain't. Nah, I'm good. I don't have the time for it, bro. It was nice last time. I made a couple of dollars, and it was cool to sit down with some of the guys, and you chop it up with them when you wrap their hands and all that. I just don't have time for it this time, bro. I really don't. I got five fighters to worry about. I got to make sure they're warmed up. I got to make sure they're wrapped. Their priority. So I'm just kind of putting it out there, bro. Bring your own wraps. Have yourself wrapped. I would do my best to get with y'all and get you warmed up and whatnot. But yeah, again, I went from having one guy on the card to five now. We have four. We made four. Me and Jason made four fights in the last like week. So we had to come through and we got to come through and save the day, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the amateur fighters out here that want all the smoke, taking tough fights and any fight with anybody, man. I honestly think you need to start transitioning more to that, bro, to this getting Border Wars into like a weekend tournament, a real show, Sugarbird style, where you'll get 200-300 amateurs from around the country willing to pay that registration fee and
Now,
show up.
I would have to
Bring
re-listen
family.
to what you said, but it's funny because what I was thinking is just focusing on like what Malcolm said. So Malcolm, pat yourself on the back. I think there's a few other people. Maybe Jonathan Sims definitely is one of those.
Yes,
Just
Malcolm is one.
focus.
JT's been saying it for a
Just
while.
focus on the amateurs
Yes,
locally. Like
man.
I'm gonna just build with Jason, and
100%. And whoever
just
wants to fight from the community, just sign up and fight. All this
yeah,
extra relying on grown men that don't really want to fight, that want you to pay for this and that, and
yeah,
the
yeah. I
perfect
mean,
matchup
people
for their
asking for
first fight,
four
bro.
hundred
It's
dollars
ridiculous.
and hotels. It's
And
crazy,
then
man.
they want the perfect matchup for their first fight. I need footage. I need this. Yo, I made five fights, bro. Ain't nobody asked for no footage. Nobody asked for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Jason made five fights. It took us 15 minutes total. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to deal with all that extra stuff, bro. It's just the truth. And they're the ones who's gonna sell tickets. They're gonna show up. They're gonna do all that, bro. So I think it's a lane you can create, and you got the perfect guy with Jason who is well connected in the state. You know what I'm saying? And there's other people that'll travel for that. Those people will travel. The parents of real fighters, they'll travel. They'll come across Florida. Hell, JT travels all around the country with his boys to get sparring, to get work, to all that, and that's just a small example of what goes on in the amateurs all across the country. So yeah, I would say you should transition to that. But Saturday, July 4th, Border Wars, man, it's gonna be a good show. There's a ton of good fights on there. Again, so I think it was Marvin, Old Wiz, and somebody else. I had told them I'll work their corner, and I will. I'll make sure I'll be in your corner. You're gonna have a USA boxer coach in your corner, and I got you. But I can't wrap hands and do all that other stuff I was doing last time. I just don't have the time for it, bro. I gotta get back to work though, man. I'll see you Saturday, bro. Appreciate you.
For sure. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Discord available. X Spaces is available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Now is the time. Last call for them callers. Last call for them callers. Nest GTO. Nas on a slip in. Let's go.
Yo, what's up,
You.
Nash? Yo, shout out to the show. Thanks for the topic. Um, yo, you know, I think first of all, we know how nasty Fundora is with the matchmaking. Samson is the slickest as they come. You know what I'm saying? The situation with Virgil and the WBC is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like to even shit on the sanctioning bodies like that, but like, you know, it's nasty what's going on over there. And the Robert Garcia, right? Stop trying to spin the narrative that, you know what I'm saying, if my man go chase legacy and undisputed, that it's a duck. Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Virgil got to get a belt. Virgil has to be a champion. And, you got people like Dan Raphael, or I guess that's his name, making excuses, right? Oh, every time he had a chance, something happened. First, it was COVID-19. Then it was a life threat. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nothing but excuses. And we see some results. So that's what I got to say about that, Robert. You know what I'm saying? You just need to he just need to keep praising Boots. Don't shit on everything Boots do, because you know what? Motherfuckers got two options: get down or lay down, and it's gonna be Vergil. Vergil gonna have a chance to go and decide between the two. But when you talk about who Boots need to fight, I do think he need to come back to Philly. And hear me out. Now, this gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. To prove to the people what he'd do to Fundora, how about he fight the professor, Michael Fox? Knock him out. And I know he got losses, but look, we talking about Boots, right? We talking about his matchmaking that he
Nah,
came up
nah,
with. We
nah,
talking about
nah,
the whole
nah, nah. If y'all don't like Mario Barrios, and a lot of us don't like Madrimov, I fuck with Fox. He's a fan of the show. He's a friend of the show, excuse me. And he deserves a payday, bro. But like, come on, bro.
Bro, look. He ain't never been knocked out. Boots, look. Respectfully, Boots gotta stop him and show people
Yeah, but
what
like
he
again,
not.
you get more out of a Barrios fight commercially. Like it's bigger for Boots' brand, Barrios. Like, and I'm not pushing Barrios. I'm just saying there's so many other names we should be able to find. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. But what it can be is a European name we can't pronounce. It can't be one of them.
Nah, it don't
I'm
gotta
just,
be one of them. It don't gotta be one of them.
yeah.
It don't gotta
It
be
can't
one
be
of
one of
them.
them. But he in that era. It gotta be like I like the Barrio. It got if you gonna do a tune up, which he can fight war after war after war, and I want him to fight Fundora next, right? But if he can't get that next, then he shouldn't have to go like just fight another war, like with a contender, right? So Barrios, yeah, we know what that's gonna be. Um, and Barrios gonna go out on his shield. That's one of the Mexican Azteca. The Azteca gonna go out on his shield. So, I mean, look, I just think, like you said, I want the professor to get the payday. It's the Boots era, and hardcore is no Fox, and, so I'm just putting his name out there. You know what I'm saying? I think he ain't never been stopped. I don't know how he will figure out Spider Crab, but I do think he would beat him. So I want him to, Barrios is tall. He taller than Boots. But Michael Fox 6'4" at the division, been at 154. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see that personally. As a Boots fan, I want to see, and they different. Don't get me wrong, they different. He would actually have to box Michael Fox to where as though Fundora, it probably going to be a fight, where Michael Fox is going to box. So, you know, great show today, Ness, and I just wanted to throw that out there because I actually do. I mean, I think Boots is nobody going to beat him, right? So it really don't matter what body you put in front of him, but the people ain't going to show up for no European names. They're not doing that. The people are showing up for Barrios, and I know you ain't pushing me, but somebody got to get it. Somebody got to sign up for this shit. Ryan not going to sign up for it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to sign up for it. And Eddie do got to pay. And let me say this. Shout out to Eddie Hearn. Because under Eddie Hearn, he done made Boots a two-division unified champ. Leaning on one division. Hopefully he get leaning on this division. So, but Eddie, you got to pay now. Because a lot of people not going to sign up for what Boots bring to the table. So, Eddie, you got to do your thing, man. Keep putting the money out there. Keep making the fights. And, he got to get another one in before the year out. And if he can't get a champion, hopefully it's a tune-up back home in Philly. And that's my call, man.
All right, Big If, what it do? Last call for them callers. Last call for the callers. You trying to extend the show? Did my shit die? Trying to extend the show. Now is the time. Discord available. X Spaces also available. Big If on the check-in.
Yeah. What
What
up,
up?
man? Man, the Gibbler. The Gibbler. What up, man?
Chilling. Can't complain.
Salute. Good. Yo, whoever called them before, man, they were talking that talk, man. Like
I'm not sure if it was the caller before, the last one or 2 callers ago, but he said, "Yo, if you focus on the amateurs in your area, man, that's like a good that's gonna be good because you could be like I said it before, man. You could be to the amateurs, man, what pro box is to the pros. You know what I mean? So you could be the funneling system that the premier joint that everybody looks at because you already got the internet audience, man. So you know they gonna do the interviews on here. You know what I mean? And their interviews are gonna be sandwiched between the pros and all the legends and all the other people you interview. So they definitely gonna have a lot of eyeballs too. You know what I mean? So who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Bill Hayes one of the shows, man, they might snatch you up. So if you're an amateur, you know what I mean, the Florida area and around, definitely sign up, man. So salute to you, salute to the show, man. Um, but yo, did you say earlier on in the show that that Fundora's team said they're not talking to Eddie?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Dan Raphael's reporting that Fundora and his team ain't in negotiations.
Yo, that they got I feel like that they gotta have that there's gotta be some type of miscommunication between the teams, man, because Eddie in the post said he just got a text from Dora's team saying, "Yo, let's go." So somebody in the team got to be having like some type of miscommunication or something,
Mm-hmm.
unless Eddie was just flat out trying to hype it up or amp it up or whatever. But that's crazy. I would love to see that fight, man. Salute Boots, man. Boots is the man in his division. I would love to see that fight. Hopefully, Fundora comes to fight tall because for a long time he was fighting short. And the time he fought tall, I didn't bet on him because I never knew he could fight tall, and he just changed my eyes or whatever my views on him. So salute to that. But somebody also mentioned that I believe was it yesterday or today they said they wanted Overton versus Whitaker, and I'm like, yo, Overton is dangerous, man. Like that man is dangerous. I'm not sure Whitaker is ready for that type of step up yet, man. Who who you want
I
Whitaker to
mean,
fight?
Overton just beat like a 40-year-old. Y'all be overhyping
True,
motherfuckers,
true.
man.
You
Like
say I keep it a
he
buck. I'm
beat
doing the hype man.
fucking what this kid's name is
I forgot the
Gongora,
name. The dude who fought last,
and
yeah.
now he's a world beater. Like, bro, he got a little bit of this would be happening. We be thirsty as hell for fucking stars. Him and Stephen Fulton got a little bit of swag. All of a sudden they killers, and we get brainwashed, and it don't be that. We gotta let these motherfuckers develop, bro. Like that's the
Nah, that's
first
valid.
fight
That's
I
valid.
seen of his. Who else he fought?
That's valid. Now that's valid. But at the same time, you said that we think they're world beaters. It's not that we think they're world beaters. It's that we're not so sure if Whitaker is a world beater himself. So that's a good level for them to like test themselves.
I,
Just
I
based on the
just
eye
don't
test.
know I mean, Overton hasn't shown me he could test Whitaker yet. To me,
That's
Papa
true.
showed
That's
me
true.
that in the Badu Jack fight. Did he live up to it? Of course not. But that was the thought.
That's valid. That's valid. I personally I don't see him jumping to like Anthony Yard or like what's the other guy that Anthony Yard was supposed to fight that never fought the guy with the beard, man. I forgot his name, but I don't see him jumping up that level yet. But I mean, I don't know who they gonna fight that's gonna give him a test, but it's not too much. You know what I mean? He's definitely not ready for a Bivol or whatever other people are saying. But I'm looking forward to seeing the placements, man. I'm looking forward to seeing who Boots fight and all that. And salute to you, salute to the amateur system, salute to Border Wars, salute to the chat, and I'm out, man. Peace, y'all.
All right. Bands, what is up?
Dula Scooter. Hey, TBV, man. I want to put something on notice, man. I'm on my break right now. But, man, Ness got the nerve to make a clip about my boy, a reel about my boy, go viral. You know what I'm saying? And he can't even have a show about him. You know what I'm saying? He fight this Saturday. That's crazy,
Bro,
bro.
we still on
Let-
Boots,
now-
man. Relax. Y'all don't even have
now-
y'all don't. It's not a big fight, so y'all don't have
Bro,
grand
it's fucking
arrivals.
it's Albert
No, you're not
Bell.
listening. You're not listening. It's not a Las Vegas fight, so it
Yeah, no,
doesn't
for sure.
come with grand arrivals. So there's nothing happening in Ohio until Wednesday.
Got
Relax.
you. Nah. What you need to do is relax, making all these false goddamn reports saying my boy got hurt, man. That nigga ain't get hurt. How you know that's true, bro? You got all excited like it was true, like you
Bro,
believe
I
it or
know
something,
it's
man.
true because
That's
I know what
crazy.
I know.
Man, you literally just, all right, okay, Ness. All right, I ain't even, hey, that's neither here nor there. Hey, Trees, we gonna put hands and paws on your boy. I'm sorry to tell you, man, we gonna stump him out, man. It's gonna be like Stump Yard, man. We're gonna get the finishing move on his ass, you know what I'm saying, to get him out of there probably like the 10th, 11th round. But yeah, man, shout out to Dia Dula Mason, you know what I'm saying, the GOAT, you know what I'm saying, a stand-up individual who bangs, you know what I'm saying, a fan-friendly fighter, you know what I'm saying, so shout out to him, man. But I really wanted to go into something else, bro. Like, obviously, yeah. First off, I'm gonna say, Ness, Usyk the fight you called out. It's gonna actually happen, bro. I think it's gonna actually happen. I think Deontay Wilder's a bigger name, and he's actually a boxer than John Jones. I mean, that John Jones fight could do more numbers, you know what I'm saying, because it got the UFC. But, Usyk want to fight either John Jones or Deontay Wilder. So that fight you called out is going to actually happen. It could happen. I don't know if he's going to have two fights. He's going to fight both of those guys because I think he can handle them. But, yeah, man, you called it, bro. Usyk versus Deontay Wilder. Is it going to happen next year or not the end of this year, probably next year. So yeah, man, we finally got that fight that y'all been calling for. Um, so yeah, let's see what happens. I don't think Deontay Wilder stands a chance. Usyk's definitely show he can take some fucking shots from Verhoeven, the kickboxer. You know what I'm saying? The guy that shit come over and just go full time boxing because he can give a lot of these guys problems. Definitely like an awkward fighter, but he showed me something in that fight. But yeah, man, my boy just got elevated. You already know what I'm saying, the German. You know what I'm saying? Black, yellow, and red out this bitch. You already know what's going on. What's his name? Fuck. What's my guy name? Dang, I was just watching the interview. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night. I was out watching these soccer games, bro, and I had to wake up at 5 o'clock, 4:30, 4:45 to get to work. But what's my guy? What's the heavyweight's name? The German name, bro. Help me recall. I'm lacking sleep right now.
What German?
The only German in the heavyweight. Fuck.
Klitschko?
What's No. Okay, Agent Cabiel, man. I just had to go back to
Oh,
go back to the
Caballero.
YouTube. Yeah, Cabiel. You already know he just got elevated based on the interview I just seen. I didn't watch the full thing because I didn't tapped in with TBV. But yeah, I think he got elevated to the WBC title. I
Yeah,
think he
that's
got it.
all.
So
We reported that.
okay, say less. Yeah, man. Now it's time to get busy. The guy y'all been overhyping, whatever that guy's name is, I can't. Like I said, I ain't got much sleep, bro. But look, the guy y'all been overhyping, we gonna put hands and paws on him. They probably gonna wait for that to be a undisputed fight. You know what I'm saying? After he gets over, I think it's Herkovich. I think he has to fight Herkovich first. But once he gets over Herkovich, and then we can probably get to him after he gets a belt. And you know what I'm saying, knock his ass out. You know what I'm saying, body shot. You know what I'm saying, lethal body shots. That's how Cabiel comes, man. So yeah, man. When it comes to the heavyweight division, we gonna rule the throne. Agent Cabiel, he don't come in there and fuck around. He just he going straight to the body. And he got a little chin on him, so we ain't worried about none of that. And he been stopping all these guys that people been going rounds with. So don't forget about that. When it comes to my fighters, we got Boots. We got Abdullah Mason, we got Tank, we got Scooter Davis, we got AJ Cabial, we got Bam Rodriguez, we got David Benavidez. Bro, these are all bangers, bro. Like, I don't see how y'all like these weak ass boxers, bro. Like, niggas that just hit and run, bro. That shit's so fucking weak, man. But yeah, shout out to AJ Cabial for being the champion, soon to be undisputed champion of the world. We made Usyk run out the division. We got in the ring with him. He knew he ain't want no problems with that body shot. That probably would have set his ass on the goddamn. He would have had to get a shit bag fucking with AJ Cabial, man. But I appreciate the call, man. And everybody, get on AJ Cabial train now. I've been calling his name. Y'all always late to the party. But yeah, man, I'm out, Ness. Appreciate the call. I gotta get back to work, man.
Appreciate you, champ. Last call. Last call for them callers. Last call for them callers now is the time. If you're looking to voice your opinion, now is the time. Discord available, X Spaces also available. Those links can be found in the description. Refresh, exit your app if you're on the mobile. Refresh your YouTube channel, and you will see that link, and then you can join us. Last call for them callers. If not, we're back at it this evening and tomorrow morning. Boom, boom in Ohio. Omaha, excuse me.
Yeah, because if you ever say nasty ass Ohio, so shout out to Ohio, man. Hey,
You're breaking up,
who's first?
fams. You're breaking up.
Here, hold on. Can you hear me better?
Kind of.
You can hear me better?
Kind of.
Way better?
Kind of.
Damn, man. Damn. Hold on. Don't drop me. Hold on. You can hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, so perfect, man. Hey, man, again, shout out Ohio Boxing. I just be trolling, man. Hey, check me out before we end the show, man. Hey, the Boots versus Fundora fight, that's not a good look for Fundora stylistically, but it does do good for Boots. Boots would definitely take that belt. We've seen Fundora dropped, so let's not act like Boots can't drop the tree. Let's not act like Boots can't cut the tree down. Another thing, what's this Robert Garcia thing you put on the caption? Robert Garcia says, "Who's done?"
Hold on, I'll play the audio. Let's see if I still got it up. Yes.
That Boots and Sebastian Fundora in talks to fight in the fall time for a unification. What are your thoughts on that fight?
I read that too, and it's a very risky fight for Boots. I honestly I wouldn't recommend, but that's probably just a sign and showing the world that he might not want to fight Vergil. You know what? Yes, he wants to unify. Yes, Fundora is a world champion, but Boots versus Vergil, I think it's a bigger fight.
Yes, sir.
It's a bigger fight. So if he decides to fight Fundora or somebody else, that means it was his decision not to fight Vergil.
Dude, yeah, I was gonna tell you cut that shit off a long time ago. I respect Robert Garcia, but when he starts to talk about Boots and Vergil, I think that it just got like an ick to him or something. You know damn well Boots want to fight Vergil. That fight will happen. He just has to get that contractual shit figured out and what all that lawyer shit, right? But here's my thing though, man. I think that Boots and Vergil is a great fight, but until Vergil can get his contract situation figured out, his team or nobody shouldn't be talking about anything boxing wise unless it's about figuring out the situation with the promoters and what's going on with that. You get what I'm saying? But all that he's scared shit, like we need to throw that out ASAP. That's a bad look for promoting a fight wise and everything. Like I think that Robert probably didn't mean that either, but who's to say that, right? Here's my thing though. That's a great fight, but Boots is gonna win that fight. And the fight's gonna be bigger because now there's belts involved. So I think Robert needs to reiterate what he's saying and think about what he's saying because now the fight becomes a way bigger magnitude. And Vergil can finally fight for a world title, right? If he fights Boots, right?
Yep.
Because he's never fought for a world title. So again, man, yeah. Robert really needs to think about what he's saying for real and just, kind of sit on the back burner till those contracts are figured out. That's just me saying that respectfully. Other than that, man, Boots, keep doing your thing. I got you over Fundora. And yeah, man, let's see what happens, man. Shout out to TVV, shout out to callers. Hopefully we get another call after me. If not, man, y'all know the next show later on tonight. So keep it going, fellas. I'm out.
All right, boom, boom. Appreciate you. Looks like that is it. Very unfortunate. Thought we was gonna get a little bit of more hours out of this, but what we get? Four, not 8, not 7, but 4. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch me on the next one. I got Uncle Tim with the $5. Ness, from what you've seen so far from Boots, including Xander fight, if Boots was to jump up and fight Canelo, you think he wins at this moment? Yes, no, why? It's a strong possibility he can. The athleticism is there, the speed is clearly there, and the power might carry, you know. But man, Xander hurt him. Canelo packs a punch. So that's a different fight. Bo Rogers.
Yo, what's
Yo,
good? You
yo.
hear me, Ness?
Yep.
What's good? Hey, damn boy. Hey, damn Boost got this motherfucker got there. Hey, motherfucker don't want to talk about it. I heard a lot of shit was being said before the fight. Now where everybody at? I ain't seen Bill come on here talking about he just sent the call. I ain't seen Devin tweeting nothing. I seen a new list and Boost name won't even on it. What the fuck going on, man? What they gonna do? What goddamn Brian Norman? What he talking about? I mean, goddamn, what's gonna happen, man? Believe everybody out. Where T.O. at? Did T.O. want to fight him? He ain't willing to go up. God damn. I knew it was gonna be like this though. But listen, on some real shit, that fight with Fundora and Boots, I said it the other day. I don't know if Boots could beat Fundora, yo. If Fundora fight like he fighting and stick to what he doing, that's gonna be hard for anybody. Now I think Boots can goddamn knock his ass out though, cause Boots is special. But like you said, he do get hit, and Fundora got the length to stay back up off of him, and he working behind the jab the correct way. So I don't know if Boots can beat him. I want that fight next, but I like both guys, so I want them to. I kind of want one of them to go ahead and get that other dude out the way first. That way they can undispute. But I think there's other guys too before we put them on each other that could. One of them do need to fight Charlo. Uh, there's other fights that do need to be made before we put them in on each other. But I think that's the fight that's gonna be the biggest fight of them all. That's gonna be a fight that's gonna solidify whoever. I believe in both guys. I want the fight. But the biggest fight, I just want to know when Boo's biggest fight be Devin. When he get his biggest payday if he fight Devin. That's what everybody be saying. So I might, if I'm Boots now, I might
Ryan.
call Devin there. Nah, don't nobody want that. Ryan, don't nobody believe in Ryan. Ryan to get his ass chewed up when he fight his next fight if he fight the right person. He looked good in his last fight. What Ryan need to go ahead and do is fight
I'm just
Devin.
answering the
Cause
question,
he
man.
gonna fuck around and yeah. He need to go ahead and fight Devin because he probably get beat in his next fight if he don't be careful. But realistically, when it come to Boots, Fundora and Boots, that fight right there make all the sense in the world. Like I said, I like both guys. Uh, I like Boots a little more just because I've been rolling with Boots longer. And Boots is a bad motherfucker, man. I got to give him credit. That motherfucker tough. I love to see a guy get challenged. You know what I'm saying? Fundora, I mean, what's his name? Zayed hurt him. He hurt him. I don't know if he was hurt that bad. I think he was just a little bit more off balance. But it won't nothing to. Xander did a good job. I want to see. I like to see Xander fight. He can fight Charlo. That'll be good. Just to see where these guys at outside of that. I don't know if Xander might be done. I don't know. They might have been a good stop they made. But y'all, hey, all I want to tell everybody though, y'all be safe out there. Stay cool. It's hot as a motherfucker everywhere. Y'all stay cool. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of fucking water, man. And just y'all enjoy y'all day. Drive safe. Don't get no road rage and shit. Y'all do y'all thing. Next, hey, I'm proud of you, boy. You doing your motherfucking thing. I be bragging about you to some people. You know what I'm saying? They be like, man, you be eating that nigga alive on there. I'm like, that's my boy. That's my boy though. You know. But hey,
Give me
I
that
just I'm
tough
hoping
love.
I'm hoping I spark. I got to. I got to. Cause I'm gonna tell you, Ned, when I really started fucking with you. I had used to. I would come on your show. I would go to your show sometime and catch a few episodes. But it was one time Eddie Hearn. I think Eddie Hearn come around here somewhere, and you was goddamn putting the pressure on his ass. That's when you was going out. That's when you was outside at the press conference and shit. You goddamn took over the goddamn show. You took over. Eddie didn't know you was hitting Eddie with so much goddamn shit, calling him on his bullshit. I love that shit. Hey, that's what made me a fan of the show. But listen, all y'all, like I said, y'all stay safe. I'm goddamn rolling with boots against anybody. Him and Fundora, that's a to me, I'm gonna say it's a 51-49 fight. I'm gonna edge it out the boots. I can't say it's a 50-50 fight. But goddamn Fundora bad motherfucker too. But like that's all I got. I'm gonna holler at y'all guys.
All right. Well, that is the last caller and the last super chat. We out on the next one. Peace.